Perfect. There you go. Took a little bit of its sweet time there, but that, you know, such is to be expected. And let's do this right there. And then just slap his ass over here. And now we should be good to go, I think. Yeah. Man. It's quite the weekend. Streamer, whoa, hello, Fox. How's it going? Hello. Oh, wait, did it actually go live on YouTube, or did it just... Okay. For a sec, I was like, maybe it was doing that thing where it was pretending to be live, but it wasn't actually. But no, I think we got there. What's going on? Hi. Hello, hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello, hi. Beautiful music in parentheses. This is a number. It's certainly a number that they put on my screen. I'm not gonna lie to you. This shit was a little bit of a kick in the nuts, no? Just a little? Obrick, how you doing? I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. What's going on, Vane? CM Finals is in like 2 minutes, right? If I'm keeping up to date with my reset times. Yup. Yeah. Can't wait for Christmas Ogre to carry me completely. It is really funny to just reuse the exact same CM team with like no adjustments for the fact that this track, like U equals MA squared, is worse on this track and shit like that. And like still, I think I have like a 72% win rate or some shit. Just Christmas Ogre just cheats. It's fun. The most zero effort shit you've ever seen. It's too easy. And it doesn't look like we're getting the Evo skills patch early, right? Because we got a lot of stuff. Like I know there's the patch coming on July 1st, right? That has like parent rework and a bunch of other shit and a bunch of skill changes, but it is not Evo skills, to my understanding. So Christmas Ogre will continue to ult during Grand Live. What a time to be alive. What a time to be grand alive? At least as far as I know, anyway. I didn't look super deep into the shit that was coming. I just, like, quickly skimmed the Burb video about it. So yeah, Evo skills update looks like it's still a ways away. Man, I'm just staring at this shit, like... Speaking of a ways away, man. My. Is this a really long fucking time, huh? September 17th. There's so many things that are like upcoming in my life, in my schedule, that feel really far away to me, that are closer than this. What now? We cry? Yeah, man. Like it's crazy in my head. Like I got a trip to Vancouver that I'm doing with a couple of close friends. That shit's happening at the end of July. That feels like it's really far away. You know? That is a month and a half before it. You know? Tokon is coming out like a month and a half before it. At work, there's like a really big deadline happening fucking on September 2nd. And, you know, to me, that feels so far away that, like, it's literally, I'm not even thinking about it. Like, it's not even worth spending mental energy on, like, planning anything around it. That's 2 weeks before id. This is crazy, bro. Kids that, like, just started their summer vacation are gonna be back in school before id. It's a little fucked up what they've done to us. My brother is crying because I have another 2 months to torment him with Beatrix. I mean, again, hopefully, presumably, the idea is that, you know, this patch should be real big, like, but we'll see. We'll see. Olaf streamer in the past 48 hours, I converted to Buddhism. Hello, Arihara. Sorry, I timed you out, but, you know, I just think, you know, yeah, you understand. You understand. You get it. You understand. It's, these kind of things have to happen. You did come in with some pretty wild energy. But yeah, this motherfucker is so far away. I'm still like, I think I'm still a little like shell shocked about it. I'm not gonna lie. That was pretty bad. You were valid. No, you know, you live and learn. You're a youngin as far as I remember, so it makes sense, right? Sometimes you just say shit. God knows I was worse than you. Like not even probably when I was a little older than you too. So I'm not gonna hold it against you, but you know, sometimes you just gotta enforce the rules, as it were. But yeah, this shit is crazy. The good news, right, is there is a lot of like cool shit happening in the sort of intervening period here, right? That can keep us occupied. Mellow Brick, a man of the mountain. Hello, Nameless. How are you? How are you? How are you? On this fine... Is today Monday? Today's Monday, right? I feel like my stream schedule being a little different because of Evo has kind of thrown off my internal clock, but I'm pretty sure today's Monday because I went to work. But I didn't do that much work. How are you on this fine Monday evening, afternoon, Monday night if you're European, potentially? Sometimes you gotta bisect my frontal membrane with a stone cudgel. Yeah? Yeah, I guess you could say that. I guess that's one way to describe it. Granblue got Switch port delayed the same way Strive 2.0 did. Is that the theory? Is the theory that the reason this is so late is because they wanted to drop it at the same time as the Switch 2 port? Because that is actually, that's actually a bit of a... That makes a lot of sense, Zydar. Like, I definitely think that could be the case. That is actually a little worrying if it's true, though, right? Because one of the pieces of Copium... I joined the stream to see Pain on screen? Yeah. Sorry, it's Tuesday. My brain's not working. I guess if you're European, it became Tuesday like 4 minutes ago or something, right? Or like, you know, an hour ago, depending on your time zone. But yeah, like, one of the pieces of Copium you could have about this, right? So we got some Granblue news at Evo. Oh boy, did we. One of the pieces of Copium that you could have about this is that, oh, okay, well, it's September 17th. Yeah, that's a really long time away, but that's gotta mean that this patch is gonna be like huge, right? Like the system mechanic is gonna be something really impactful that takes a long time, you know, that there's gonna be a lot of balance changes. You could cope that way, but if the only reason that it's September 17th is that the thing that's actually taking a long time is not nailing down the patch, but rather the Switch 2 port, there is a worst case scenario here, right? A worst case scenario does exist where this is just like, obviously having a new system mechanic in and of itself is going to make this a huge patch by just on that alone, right? But there is like a worst case scenario where you could say this is going to be like a mid-sized, like Sandalphon sized patch, and the only reason it's taking so long is because of the Switch 2 port. I'm not in the mood to do all that kind of dooming though, right? Like I think for what it's worth, I think this is going to be a really cool patch. Which is kind of why it sucks just to have to wait for it so long, right? Will be absurd? Yeah. Hitting us with Go play Relink before id and Rising? Yeah, so honestly, what I'm seeing is that... Exactly, this is literally the Granblue devs saying, hey, go play something else until September 17th, right? Because it's already been 5 months since Ilsa. And then it's another 2.5 months, right? Want them just add Overdrive back in? Again, I'm not... Like, while I'm certainly disappointed about this, I'm not gonna doom any more than is necessary, right? It's not really how... at least me personally, you can do as you like. But I'm not really... it's not really how I roll. At this point, just add Angra Mainyu and Lilith, bro. I fucking hate Angra Mainyu. At least add Galanza. But yeah, the good news, right? The good news is that there's lots to do in these 2.5 months. There's actually quite a lot happening in either, you know, Granblue adjacent space or fighting games, right? Like obviously we have Endless Ragnarok coming out on the 9th, which is next. Oh, actually, I think it's the 9th in Japan, so it's the 8th here. I think on the Steam page for Ragnarok it says the 8th, if I remember correctly. Like if I look up Endless, not God of War Ragnarok, Granblue Fantasy, this guy. Yeah, it's the 8th, right? It's because again, it's the 9th in Japan, so the time zone fuckery is a little weird. But yeah, so we got Ragnarok coming out in like a week. We do have, so obviously Avatar, the Avatar fighting game, and Tokon are both coming out soon-ish, right? The Avatar game does have a open beta as well from July 2nd to 5th, so that's like sort of Thursday through to the end of the weekend, right? So that's gonna be fun. Definitely interested in trying this out. You do have to pre-order the game to do this, which honestly, I sort of fundamentally like disagree with the idea of pre-ordering, you know. So I'm not super hyped about this, but like, I think I probably am gonna do this just because I do want to play this game. Locking an open beta behind, or a closed beta rather, behind it is definitely a little evil. But this is the kind of game where, like, even if this game is bad, I am still going to play it for a little bit on release, if only to make content on it, right? So it's not really that I'm pre-ordering. Like, I was going to buy this game unless they come out and basically put, like, they just like slap like an Israeli flag on this shit every time you boot it up. Like, I was probably gonna buy this game anyway, no matter how bad it is, which I think it's gonna be great, by the way. But my point is that, you know, pre-ordering, I don't like the idea of giving a company money before they even have the finished product that I'm supposed to be paying for. But I think I am gonna do this. So we have this from July 2nd to the 5th. And then it's like a couple of days until Ragnarok comes out. Ragnarok, I hope, is going to it's gotta be a lot to do. Gotta be playing a lot of Ragnarok on stream, certainly, while that's going on. And then the actual, like, the Avatar game fully launches on July 23rd. I imagine Ragnarok will be enough to tide us over between the 9th and the 23rd. Probably a little more, too, right? Finally, the Israel fighting game. Yeah. Slander your least favorite franchise right here. Like the Israeli fighting game, aka Season 2 of Tekken 8 or some shit. But yeah, so, and then obviously from like July 23rd, the Avatar game is out, and then Tokon comes out, what, a couple weeks later, I think? Tokon is like August 9th or some shit, and I think Tokon also has a beta around-ish, like an open beta around-ish the time that the Avatar game comes out. So like, and then those two games being out already is like more than enough time to carry us into September 17th when Id releases, right? And presumably, you know, at some point in like fucking late August or something, we will get some kind of information regarding, you know, like the mechanic, any sort of teaser. If it wasn't going to be at EVO, it's got to happen at some point before the patch actually drops, right? You would think. So there's more than enough to do, but it is still, you know, it's certainly disappointing for sure. I think that was one of the Israel combat is dead at the moment. It's all fine. It is really funny that Mortal Kombat 1, to my understanding, the biggest flop that the Mortal Kombat franchise has had in the past few years, for sure, I think still is outselling Street Fighter 6, if I recall. Mortal Kombat does have some, like, it really does just have some, like, motion that, like, nothing else in, like, the traditional FGC is matching, really, as far as I'm aware. Maybe I made those numbers, maybe I pulled that out my ass, but MK1 sold 5 million last we heard. I was seeing some numbers saying 8 million, which I think is Street Fighter 6 is at 7 right now. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I was seeing something saying 8, but that might be an estimate and not an actual, like, released sales figure. If it's 5 million, then that's definitely, yeah, Street Fighter 6 is outdoing that. But it's not a cavernous gap, considering Street Fighter 6 is, like, the best performing Street Fighter game since, like, Street Fighter 2, and Mortal Kombat 1 is, like, the fucking worst flop they've ever seen. The game kind of rips, came about the Warner Brothers situation and a lot of other stuff about NRS, really? Yeah. I don't usually like playing NRS games. They just generally don't feel very good to me, like the movement and stuff like that. But I mean, Lord knows, I want us to copy Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 11. I need us to copy those in terms of all the casual and single player content they've got going on. I need that shit in my games immediately, right? Do people play it? What's its next DLC? I think it's stopped. I don't think they're supporting it anymore. I don't think it has a next DLC. It's just interesting to see, like, you know, it's two different weight classes, sorta, right? Hello, by the way, Pancakes. Hello, Mr. Person X. KOF patch out July 2nd. Sure. I have the screenshot of a squirrel with a gun having more active players than Mortal Kombat 1. Yeah. A lot of people bought it, but not a lot of people are playing it currently for what it's worth. Invincible Versus also, to my understanding, has had a hard time holding on to its player base, right? If only Granblue had an RPG kind of mode where you could gear up and play co-op and beat 'em up style missions. I think, yeah, I mean, again, my whole thing now is I want, you know, with these new fighting games, I really do want to see more, it doesn't even have to be casual content necessarily. I just want to see more things to do in the game besides just playing 1,000 hours of ranked. I like playing 1,000 hours of ranked, don't get me wrong. I mean, I've done that in multiple fighting games, but I do think that, it's something that the genre, like, I think it could just make the games a lot more engaging for a lot of people, you know? But yeah, so again, the good news is that the Granblue devs are basically saying, go play another game. I mean, in some ways, they're saying, go play Ragnarok, right? Which we're definitely gonna do. But then, yeah, they're just saying, go play something else for the next 2.5 months. And I think I'm willing to oblige them on that. I mean, I've been on a PS2 arc recently, honestly. I've been playing fucking the Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction, which is the guys who made Prototype. This is like the game they worked on first before they made Prototype. They made that Hulk game, and it kind of goes crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like when fighting games are entire video games and not ranked simulators. Me too, right? I think don't get me wrong. Again, like I am ranked simulator guy, right? Like if anyone wants to call me a LARPer, right? Like I have 1,800 hours in Granblue, and almost all of this is just grinding ranked, right? So like I like it, but I would, even me, like I would like more variety, more things to do in the game. And it also, you know, if they had that kind of shit, more people would play the game, and I wouldn't have to be wondering whether or not Granblue's gonna get a season 3, you know, because it'd be a lot more popular in general, because there'd be some more, you know, casual appeal is the shit that's the shit that pays the bills. People told me for years Prototype was on par with Infamous, biggest lie of all time, in terms of like popularity or in terms of quality. Because I've actually never played the Prototype games, but I have played the Infamous games. I like them quite a lot. Brick, do not start your FF14. Do not start FF14. Your career still has some life in it. Perhaps. Quality? I've never played Prototype. I did play the Infamous games. I like them quite a lot, though. RRG is making a new game with Virtua Fighter as a bonus? What does that mean? Or do you mean like the Virtua Fighter game has like a lot of shit to do that isn't Virtua Fightering? Because that's kind of interesting if that's the case. Yeah, honestly, I went live today and I don't really have I don't have like a super fleshed out plan of like what I want to do today. Because we just play some more Granblue, but like we're in this kind of weird middle area between when like a lot of this other shit starts coming out and when basically, yeah, and then like now. Like it's like a couple of days until the Avatar beta, and then it's like a couple of days after that until Ragnarok comes out, and then we're basically settled. But I sort of just wanted to go live and vibe. Maybe we can talk about some shit. Maybe we can watch something. Maybe we can do whatever. But oh, Quagsire, FF14 is dope. I'm just playing. Is that the MMO? That's the MMO, right? What are your thoughts on socks? You know, when I was younger, I really didn't like them. I think it was a sensory thing. Until I was like 13, I could not wear socks. I did, but it made me very unhappy. Like they would feel really weird. I'll get like this weird tingly feeling, like my tongue will kind of go like while I'm doing it. You know, I really did not like socks. Once as I've aged, I've come to like gain an appreciation for socks. I feel like socks, they do a lot of good work. I'd say I often wear socks. Sometimes I'll wear socks around the house. Fire up Melty Bloods. Oh, Fire Up Melty Blood white boy, I assume. I'm not a white boy, but no. They're not natural. I despise them. Well, very few things are, right? Do you think t-shirts are natural? Do you think like do you not fuck with t-shirts? Incredibly artificial. But like, I like t-shirts. What do you think of the Trinity announcement? What is the Trinity announcement? What'd that mean? Ain't that the lady from The Matrix? Ain't that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? BlazBlue new character? Oh, cool. I don't know. I honestly was not keeping up with it. I think it's cool that that CF is getting a new character though. In my head, I always thought that CF was like 20 years old, but it's actually about the same age as DBFZ, which is weird. Let me watch it. Let me see. Did they actually did they like do anything? Like, was there like an announcement trailer for it, or Trinity Glassfile? What the fuck? Trinity Glassfile? Who is Trinity Glassfile? Why her name like that? Let me turn that down a little bit. I'm sorry about your ears. Sure. BlazBlue Phase 4. What does that mean? What does BlazBlue Phase 4 mean? Does this mean anything? Just a teaser? No gameplay was revealed? Well, I mean, you know what? BlazBlue and Granblue like this right now. No? Has there been a Phase 1, 2, and 3? That's a cool image of Ragnar. 2017. Crazy. It's like the same shit they did for Granblue, no? They just like showed the whole roster off and then like gave you very little of anything else and went from there. That's a cool shot, don't get me wrong. Bro is pogging up. Platinum is Trinity fused with 2 children? I see. Phase 4 just means it's the 4th game in the series? Oh, I see. I got a little excited. I was like, what does that mean? Is that like the beginning of a new phase? But it seems no. Is there an anime for this shit, or is that just what that looks like? Oh, look, it's the greatest fighting game ever made. So this is in Digimon Rumble Arena 2. The Wheel of Fate is turning. Wow. That sucks, no? I'm not saying the character's not hype, but that's like a that's like not a good announcement trailer, right? This is somehow even worse than the Granblue one. In the sense that, yeah, at least we got like 15 seconds of it in that one. For a BlazBlue player, this is heaven. I mean, yeah, getting anything at all, I guess, is pretty cool. Right? Getting it, but like, this is, they really did nothing. Come on. It's the first trailer you got in fucking 9 years, and I heard incorrect information about Platinum being Trinity fused with 2 children. I don't know. That is what someone said. I don't know how correct it is. It said the character was recently confirmed. So this is them showing her as soon as possible? Sure. No release date either? Yeah. I mean, honestly, maybe that's a fucking mercy, man. They said that they just started working on her? I guess. Like, it's better than nothing, especially because, like, the idea that you're getting a new CF character at all is really cool, right? It's like in a way, just saying, hey, a new character is joining the roster is already pretty cool, but wasn't that bad because the illustration was made by the creator of the series who left Arc Sys some time ago? I remember this guy. I don't remember his name, but I remember hearing about this, that he left. Yeah. I maybe it just reminds me a lot of the Granblue one, where it was like a minute of like everything else and then like 15 seconds of it, and then this was not even like 15 seconds. This is just like a PNG of Trinity Glassfile. It's a cool name. Or Glassfee, not Glassfile. Trinity Glassfee. Glass Girl? Trinity Glass Girl? Every day when I wake up, every bone in my body breaks. And then I cry myself to sleep as my entire ribcage shatters. More surprised they still have sprite artists to make new BlazBlue characters? Yeah. Dokkan revealed the Big Dong team. What was it? It was Deadpool and some other fucks. Deadpool and some other individuals. Hold up. What if I go like if I type in like Tokon, if I just type in Tokon, surely. Samurai Outriders. Deadpool, Loki, Blade, and Ghost Rider? Samurai Outriders. That's a cool name for it. Rick's BlazBlue arc? I was taking a look. That is not, I mean, again, because it's BlazBlue and it's been so long since you've gotten anything, like, I guess that's pretty hype, but man, that is, you know, that is certainly a trailer that they gave people. That is a trailer that they gave people.
The Fighting Avengers.
Uh-huh.
The Unbreakable X.
Blade from PS2 Blade game, real.
The Amazing Guardian.
Trinity was also the obvious choice, but still pretty hype because now we have all the 6 heroes playable. Sure.
And
Stay out of my face, lady! You mess with the Ghost Rider, you'll end up
Interesting. Okay, okay.
Hey, Vamp, how about some help here?
I'll make this quick. Show
I don't know how to describe this. This game feels like it would, you know, this game feels like a game where like your monitor being 240 hertz would make a difference. You know,
nothing stops the
this is a game that can utilize your monitor's refresh rate. It's got that kind of vibe to it. Okay, that looks cool. Ooh, that looks cool. That looks cool.
But I am also a ghost. So
Real.
easily tricked. Ha! I've saved Asgard more times than I have threatened it.
It's a weird gang. It's a tag game that's not focused on switching characters. I guess it's kind of like
You dislike my prattling tongue.
maybe a tag game because like KOF is like entirely just a bunch of 1v1s back to back, right?
Whoa! Rage quitting is the ultimate fighting game sin. Let me check out some strats. And now time resumes.
Amazing.
It's me, the FGC's favorite.
Nolan North. Hello, Nolan North.
Lock it up.
Wait, he's doing the Jocko pose? Wait, that's kind of nice.
Threaten me. Roasty. Hey, chat.
This is crazy. Toasty?
So elegant.
They know Nolan North is like 40.
Bullshit ghost.
You lose the game if one character dies, so it's not even that. But you do have assists, don't you?
Wait. There's something else we should do.
In KOF, you don't have assists at all. In this game, you do have assists. So it's like
Samurai Outrider.
the Midnight Suns. That's funny.
Oh, we're
You have assists in
cooking
active
now.
tag? Yeah.
Hey, get him!
It's a cool idea.
Shadows.
One does not cross a frost sight. Everyone, get ready.
I mean, the game looks great also, right?
Rest in peace.
You have assists? Yeah.
The power of Jotunheim.
Hell is coming for you.
Why are they beating on the Hulk, man? Yeah, I mean, the game. This is why every other this is why, you know, the Blaze Blue trailer has like nothing in it, and this is why probably well, maybe I don't know if this is why Grand Blue is coming out on September 17th. I think the Switch 2 port might actually be a reasonable theory for that. But yeah, this is I think what ArcSys is putting all their time into, no? As far as I can tell. Hulk got nothing to repent. Hulk got no crimes. Are we sure about that? Are we sure about Hulk having no crimes? The reference to the Moon Knight meme is so funny. Daredevil, or not Daredevil, fuck, Deadpool. Deadpool is memeing. I probably didn't even catch the fucking the toasty one. Honestly, took me out. That is a 2009 meme. I got third brick. I'm ass. Yeah, probably. Doggone looks cool, but if I could nitpick, the active tag in this game looks kind of clunky compared to Tuco, but that game spoils me mechanically. Fair. And again, yeah, it's probably not as much of like a tag game in that kind of way, you know. But also, I haven't played it, so I can't comment on like the game feel. Can't commit crimes if you don't know they are crimes. Is Hulk that? I don't think. Don't get me. I'm no lore head for Marvel, but like Hulk is still like conscience. Like Banner, you could say Banner is innocent, maybe, because he's not doing that shit. But like Hulk is like a conscious being, right? Like he can like talk and shit. Some versions are pretty stupid. Depends. Fair. My conception of Hulk is that he's not like, you know, he's not like a wild animal, at least, where it's to the point that he's doing everything entirely on instinct. But that's valid. 60% of ArcSys is on Tokon, 20% on Strive, 10% on Grand Blue, and 10% doing the publisher's bit. Yeah. Hulk is like a middle schooler. You know, you might try a middle schooler more leniently for their crimes, but you know, 1% on Grand Blue at this point, maybe. They got one guy. They got the one intern posting September 17th and hoping he can make the deadline. Having to do fucking everything. He's doing the system mechanics, the balance changes, the art, the character design. One guy plus the intern? Yeah. Maybe that is 10% of ArcSys, man. I don't know what kind of firepower they're rocking with. They got 9 guys on Tokon. My way to spend time is 101% DK64. That's fair. Streamers live. What did I miss? Not much. We've been chilling. We've been talking about all the things. Basically, we've been talking about all the things there are to do that aren't Grand Blue in the next fucking 2.5 months. Since again, the devs listened. The devs said go play another game. Go play maybe a bunch of other games until then, and I'm down to oblige them on that personal. Right. 2.5 months. That is a really long time considering it's already been longer than usual. Like if it had released today, it would have been longer than usual between DLCs. You know, No Granblue? Okay, fine, I will relink. Basically, right? I mean, again, Ragnarok comes out on the 9th. There's the Avatar open beta, July 2nd to 5th, or closed beta, sorry. The closed beta, July 2nd to 5th. Ragnarok comes out on the 9th. Avatar comes out on the 23rd. I think Tokon has an open beta sometime shortly after Avatar comes out. Tokon comes out on like the 9th of August. There's a lot to do in the intervening time period, right? But unfortunately, this is probably not gonna be a ton of Granblue until we at least get a little closer to that id release date. Variety arc for the Brickman? Perhaps. I say that, but I can't even day one Ragnarok. I'm at Japan Expo. Excuse me? What is Japan? Is that in Japan? Are you going to Japan? Oh, why did this one mog so hard? Why did this one get as many views in 20 hours as the fucking Knights of Doom did in 3 weeks? What the fuck? Is it Loki? I guess it's Loki and Deadpool, right? Probably Deadpool. People do fuck with Deadpool pretty heavy. It was at Evo? Oh, that's also true. Yeah, no, you're right. Blade? Listen. Your mother. All due respect to the GOAT. I don't know if it's because of Blade. But yeah, I guess, yeah, being at Evo helps a lot. I thank Cygames for somehow knowing I have my holidays when Ragnarok releases. Still debating if I want to buy Tokon day one or I want to buy the Strive 2.0 starter pack. I think I'm definitely going to buy Tokon. Watch it, King. It's cause of Blade. My bad. That's on me. Me at the I fucking love Ogre Cap Island. Me too, man. Hold on, actually, real quick. Let me see how CM Finals is gonna go. But first, I just gotta don't mind me. Don't mind me. I just gotta do something real quick. In fact, just come over here for a sec. Look at my beautiful face. Don't worry about what's happening on my screen. I just gotta do something real fast. Don't you worry your beautiful little head, okay? Okay, cool. I think we're good, probably. Presumably. Blade looks so cool. He will be on my team. Honestly, I don't know what. I go to the content tier list then, since this game ain't changing anytime soon. That's like more of a closer to the actual patch, I think. I thought that shit, I thought it was gonna be like a few days from now. You know what I mean? Like a little bit before Ragnarok comes out. Turns out, that's not quite what's happening, right? Turns out that's not exactly accurate, believe it or not. So we're probably gonna do that. Probably gonna do that a little later. Probably gonna do that a little later, a little closer to the day, maybe when there's a little bit more hype. But yeah. Turns out it's a mildly different timeline than I expected. You know, it's not quite July 5th. Hop on Relink? Oh, don't. Who do you think I am? But of course. Let's see how these CM finals go out real quick. It comes out in 6 days after my B-Day. That is a crazy way to say that you're born on 9/11. That is unfortunate for you, for sure. I'm sure you've heard all the jokes already, so I will not regale you any further. Just real quick, let's see how this shit goes. Fresca. See if the Ogre that the month-old Ogre from Taurus 2 is good enough to win this shit. I actually want lobbies that are heavy on fronts because of the fact that then UE equals MA squared won't pop, which this is not what is... Oh, there's one front. Okay, so no lucky pace. There's one front? There's one front. Okay, well, if we get to the front of the pace pack, then we don't have to worry about... we don't have to worry about U equals MA squared either, so that's nice. I mean, we could always just get RNG'd anyway, so let's see. Ogre is the only person we care about here to any capacity, right? Tachyon and Grass Wonder exist purely as debuffers. You know, we're hopping on Avatar on the 2nd for the open beta, or for the closed beta when that comes out. We're hopping on Relink on the 8th. Hopping back on Avatar for the 23rd. Hopping on Tokon for the 9th of August. There's a lot of shit to hop on, don't worry. We're bouncing on it, we're moaning on it. It's just not going to be a lot of Granblue, because, I mean, what can I say? Except you're welcome. Cancer Cup Finals. Holy cinema. Oh shit, it's a Taiki shuttle. It's the new Taiki. How the fuck does her shit work again? It's like, if she's close... If she's first, does she have to be first? Or does she have to be close to the guy in first? I forget how her shit... Oh, there's another Christmas Ogre too? Ah, damn. You hate to see it. You got this lobby free? I see a second Christmas Ogre. I'm a little worried about it. It is gonna come down to if we can get to the front of our pack. Because I get my Shrewd Step, I get my groundwork on Shrewd Step timing. No late start's nice. We do want to get to the front of the pace pack. The Bourbon I'm not really worried about because she's solo fronting. If we can pass her, and then we can get 777s activated, then we're doing pretty well. Yeah, third is not really where we want to be, but I don't know if we're going to be... It really does depend on how our mid-race goes. I would love to hit some shit right here. Or maybe even if we can pass the Bourbon and stay behind the other Ogre. But the other Ogre is worrying. We need to Nimble Nav off of her. If we can Nimble Nav... Okay, so Hydrate activates early, so no lucky Hydrate pop. Corner recovery, so now we really want to not pop 777s. We want to pass you. Come on, come on, come on. No, a little more. Oh, shit. She just popped, like, Killer Tunes or some shit. What the fuck was that? Okay, I think we're getting U equals MA squared, which is not great. But if we can Nimble Nav, then it's not the worst. If we Nimble Nav and get, like, a good head-on pop, it's not the worst thing. But yeah, U equals MA squared is gonna happen, like, right here. Killer Tunes? Yeah, it's not enough. Okay. We need to stay just behind someone enough to Nimble Nav, and then we won't miss the Excel too much. But this is obviously not ideal. It's not ideal. The worst thing we can do is, like, pass everyone here, but I don't think that's quite gonna happen. The other Ogre... Oh, no, there she had Festive Miracle, yeah. No Nimble Nav? Ah, well, that's not good. Sweep Tosho, Yada. Oh, God. Okay, that's not good. Yeah, no Nimble Nav and head-on didn't pop at a good time either. I think that's probably us cooked. The other Ogre is not doing anything, which is interesting, but I don't know. The Sweep Tosho's gonna Excel Magus, right? Or just Coefficient Magus. Yeah. No Nimble Nav. Hurts. Oh, we might not even get second. Oh! Does that Tosho and Brian belong to the same guy? I hope so. If that Tosho and Brian belongs to the same guy, that will be second, but they do. Okay, that's good. Okay. I mean, we got unlucky with our mid-race, so we got U equals MA squared, and then we got unlucky by just straight up, I think, missing the fucking wit check on Nimble Nav, so... I think even if we had U equals MA squared there, which we did, if we had hit Nimble Nav, I think we have a much better chance of winning that, right? Because we didn't lose by, like, a ton. Like, yeah, 2.5, I mean, to be fair, yeah, like, 2.5 lengths is quite a bit, but I think the Nimble Nav would have helped a lot there, because we basically didn't have an Excel at all. Adding Nimble Nav in might have made that difference up, I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh well, I'll take second. Moremoto-kun could be a lot worse. Never played Uno before, I have no idea what's happening, but it's amusing regardless. Yeah, you get the idea. It's horse racing, you want to come first. Not bad, not bad. Again, for like literally reusing a team from a previous CM. It's not bad. We'll take that for sure. Sweep? I have no idea what Sweep Tosho does, but she did go a little bit crazy there. You do have to hand it to Al-Qaeda sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you. I hate to do it, but sometimes you do. Sometimes every time it's good, I just want to pan back to this and look at it longingly, you know. What have they done to us? You could do a blind listen to Tokon songs, definitely not biased at all. How do you do a blind listen? You just you don't look at who it belongs to and you try to just fucking guess? Is Tokon OST any good? Is this what people have decided on? Even it is not pleased. He does look pissed, doesn't he? He does. He looks unhappy about this. It's so good, bro. I don't think I've heard any of the Tokon music actually. The game seems visually stylish, so I can imagine it being musically stylish as well. So many different genres in one game. That's cool. I mean, it makes sense because you got a lot of different characters you want to represent, right? They got different vibes. Even Id looks pissed at the release date. Yeah. He again, look, he looks cool. I actually I was pretty hyped when we were seeing the even for the Id teaser itself, that was a lot less than we normally get for character trailers, right? Like we got 20 seconds of Ids, maybe. But for what we did see, he does look really cool. Right? But yeah, it's just we saw nothing and he's 2.5 months away. I'm imagining the internet side game's trying to inform it that he's gonna come out 2 whole months after his announcement. Yeah, I don't know, man. Magic has a Grand Blue boss theme and Spider-Man has fucking swing music. Get it? Swing music. Cause he swings. Because he swings. Do you understand? Cause he swings because he's a spider. Because he's Spider-Man, so he swings. So he has swing music. What the fuck is swing music, by the way? Isn't that like when you let someone else fuck your partner? What is swing music? But yeah, man. It is some shit, huh? Tokyo music, it's good to hear that it's good. I mean, like, again, I think it matters a lot more than you think, you know. I do think the Street Fighter 6 music is like too maligned, but it definitely would be nice if it was better, right? I will say, I did on Friday. I did watch. Was it Friday? I did watch the Ludwig and Tyler 1 fighting, and I did not. It was surprising. I did not see that shit going that way. I didn't really watch either of them play the game, but I heard Tyler 1 was 1600 MR, and I was like, oh, like it's a fucking wash, right? But he is not. Maybe he's not 1600 MR in the traditional way, you know. You expect a certain amount of well-rounded game knowledge from that. It's maybe not what happened, but Tyler 1 one and dones and blocks everyone. Yeah. I heard 1600 MR, and I like assumed a particular level of like game knowledge, and he seemed to not know what a safe jump is, which was interesting. But the children yearn for electro swing. It's a type of jazz. That makes sense. My bad. I was thinking about like white people swing. I should have been thinking about like, you know, different. Like it was too whitewashed. I was thinking about the swinging that like the rich white people do. Tyler is 16k blocks. Okay, yeah. Ludwig tricked everyone because he wasn't practicing on stream at all, but he suddenly crushed him at the match. Yeah, I mean, I did understand the gambit, and I can definitely already see the YouTube video in the making, right? But like, when I saw, I was like, oh, cool, he's playing Marissa. That's surprising, right? And like, you know, sure, like that can cause Guile some problems, but I figured it like still, I don't know, like wouldn't matter to an extent. But again, it's because I didn't realize Tyler 1's game, you know? I only knew his MR, I didn't know his story. I think it makes a lot more sense when you think about the fact that, yeah, like maybe he doesn't actually spend that much time learning the game. He sort of just it is the guy who like never labs anything. I think you can overlap, but definitely like a little bit of labbing whenever you have questions is definitely important, and you can definitely underlab too, right? The guy who just kind of is playing by ear and found something that works, like a pretty impressive play style, but when it runs into anything it doesn't know, it just kind of crumbles. Literally the Baki meme. The Baki meme with a guy who's like, he's like a baby. He's lost everything but his head and like the top of his neck. I feel like that's the only Baki meme I know. Ludwig also had a friend play Decoy, making people think he was grinding. IDF, I mean JP. Yeah. No, that's fair. Again, I like all the misdirection. I guess I'm just surprised that even at the end of it, that like it mattered. But it seems like, you know, Tyler 1 had obvious sort of gaps in his game, and those were exploited. I think that's definitely good. That's good play. I guess the thing that surprised me was that those gaps existed to the extent that they did, you know? And it tries hard, can never win against a man who matches on Wake Up. Yeah. Except, I mean, the man who matches on Wake Up kind of was Tyler, no? Wasn't he the man who matched on Wake Up? It seemed like he did a little bit of that, but it was a fun set though. I did enjoy it. I know people were mad about him. Was at the end Ludwig was like, Tyler was telling him that he never streamed. He was never like he was being all covert about it, and Ludwig was like, I like Street Fighter, but I also like viewers. You know, and people were mad about that, but I'm like, come on, like I understand. Definitely, you're like coming into like you're at Evo, you're like in the FGC's house, so to speak, and you're like disrespecting them to an extent. But like, I think it is a pretty tame jab, right? Are these not all the motherfuckers who are talking about how they miss the fucking old trash talk era, you know what I mean? I don't. Maybe I'm Goomba fallacying it too. It's possible. But I'm like, I feel like that's a pretty tame jab, and it's also like, it is just true. Like, you know. It is his job to stream shit that people want to watch, and he's got like employees to pay and shit like that. Like, listen, man, if you wanted to not say that shit, ask your fighting game developers to put more casual content in their games, so that more people will play the game and therefore want to watch it. I will hypnotize you to watch the trailer. Wait, which trailer? Tyler also fell into the pitfall of new charge players holding down back on Wake Up. Oh, is that why he kept getting destroyed by the safe jump? That makes a lot of sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense. Wait, which Tokon trailer? We watched the Samurai Outriders one already. That makes a lot of... Because from what I saw, he was just getting destroyed by the Marissa safe jump, and I thought he was just mashing on Wake Up, but that makes a lot more sense. He was trying to hold flash kick charge, huh? So he just, like, saw an aerial coming and was still down backing. That actually makes a lot more sense. We saved that shit for Nationals? Yeah, honestly, all the drama about, like, Ludwig had, like, two different kinds of drama regarding, like, this Evo, right? All the rival stuff, which to my understanding apparently did pan out pretty bad, where, like, a lot of those codes, even though it was supposed to be given to, like, top 128 players and, like, you know, people who were winning tournaments in other places, it did just end up leaking to a bunch of people who didn't care, and, like, sort of the doomer outcome happened a little bit, as far as I'm aware. But then also this, I feel like, I really, like, I was impressed. I thought he was, like, taking the game seriously. You know? Ludwig took that first to 10 more seriously than Tyler did, man. He fucking did covert ops. He, like, tricked him. He was, like, practicing exactly for his opponent. He, like, figured out his fucking weaknesses. He was playing like a pretty solid Marissa, I think. I think he kind of respected the game. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of liked it. I was impressed by what I saw. When's the Sprint Ogre prep stream? Probably regular Ogre, right? Probably. Christmas Ogre. I mean, you could probably do some Christmas Ogre, a small breather type shit. I did that before, but... Well, actually, is Pulse? Nah, Pulse doesn't overshoot, does it? I don't think so. I don't think so. Man, we watched the Samurai Outrider. It looks cool. Again, I think you have to pick 4. I don't know. Vanilla Ogre is busted. Yeah. I don't know who... I know Hulk's on my team. I kind of don't know after that. You know? Maybe Blade, just because he's cool. The only big body character they've shown so far is Hulk, right? You seem like a Magneto guy? What does Magneto do? Let's take a look at this. Maybe Spider-Man, just because it's Spider-Man. Like, who doesn't want to play Spider-Man? Penny is kind of big, true.
The supreme master of the pugilistic art.
Is Penny a big body? I don't know. Is she? I actually kind of forgot she was in the game. And Penny? Okay.
Actions are
I think it's Ludwig basically said if Tyler 1 knew anything other than anti-airs and DP on block, he would have beat him. I mean, I from what I watched, that sounded about... That actually looks about right. You know what I mean? Have you watched the RoboKai trailer? I have not. You can unlock them at Magneto Gene considering you aren't white. Fair. Fair. Penny's pretty big. Okay. Penny Hulk.
Let me show you why you should.
Oh, it's Vasaraga's voice actor.
Think you're a genius, Doom? Your works are mere
What the fuck is he doing to him?
My genius.
What the fuck was that? He's got a gun?
And now my turn.
He's got a fucking gun?
Promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
This violence will solve nothing, Eric.
My dearest,
Let's call him Eric.
mutant kind shall rise.
Bro, what is he doing to her?
I will be the one to lead the way.
Is he JPing or am I just being my profiling him because he's purple? Got fucking short. He's green goblining, that's fine. I feel like who doesn't want Spider-Man on their team?
Time to stop laughing, Gobby.
That all you got? Bump the way.
There's a whole video of Mag gameplay out now, fair.
I'm gonna kill Spider-Man, not you.
Oh, Carnage's kind of big, no? Wait, is Carnage in this game, but Venom isn't? This game looks so cool, I might drop my hatred of tag fighters in Marvel just this once. I mean, it's to my understanding, it's not even, it's like barely a tag fighter for what it's worth. Carnage looks kind of big, no? Or maybe Spider-Man's just kind of small. Carnage looks like he's on the burlier end of things. Magneto's a zoner grappler hybrid. Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that.
End is near.
Zoner. What the fuck? That Carnage is super? Probably because they want an actual villain, so they went with Carnage. Sure, sure. Carnage seems cool. I originally wasn't gonna play Tokon, but the recent reveals and gameplay are getting to me. This game looks cool. I think I was definitely planning on I was always planning on playing this shit, and I see no reason to change my mind now. Well, like Hulk, Magneto, Carnage, Penny, or something. This Penny is the one I'm least. You looked into Avatar much? I have sort of seen some of the character reveals, and it looks cool. I definitely want to play that game, but I don't really know much about it. I know Kyochi's in it. She seems big. Carnage just does unhinged shit. Yeah. I'm down for like a Hulk, Carnage, Magneto, and like a fourth character. Maybe Penny, maybe someone else. Maybe like Hulk, Carnage, Magneto. Well, but the order matters, right? The order matters because you start with 2 and you like unlock them as you go. So if you want like your assist character is probably your second character in your lineup or some shit. Kyoshi bounces you to the skybox is pretty funny. It is looking like I'm a Kyoshi main. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a brain block for me. I'm irrational. Maybe have this game. It's Kyoshi, right? Kyoshi Avatar Legends. They show anything off about her? Yeah. Let's see. Do my go, but he seems like he's gonna be dog. You think so? It's a little early to be. How do you know?
Make no mistake, this is the era of Kyoshi.
I am the greatest earthbender in the world, and don't you forget it.
Toph's such a little guy, man. Oh, she's big. Oh, god damn. What the fuck? She's like fucking 7 feet tall? What the fuck is this? Oh, she's massive. She was huge in the show too? No, that's fair. I guess I didn't really clock it in the show. She's Versuja big? No, for real. She's like 7 feet tall, no? Like, I know Toph is baby. Like, Toph is probably like, what, like 4 foot something or something? But like, look at this. What the fuck is going on? Okay, holds. Wait, that's a cool looking move too. Okay, sure. Right, she's Avatar. She's got armor. I see super armor. What? Excuse me? Go to the skybox? Actually deserved white woman normals. 190 centimeters. Canonically 7 foot tall, yes. That's like 210. That's not even 190. Wait, this looks dope. Dude, she is beating her ass. Okay. Powered up follow-ups. Bro, what is she doing to her? Oh, right, because you have different, like grooves you can pick in this game or some shit, right? So she can either get a double jump or she can get empowered follow-ups or something. That's a boss character, right? She is beating their ass, I'm not gonna lie to you. Watch her ass be bottom 1, though. It goes further up than that if you skim through the max reveal of Kyoshi. Might take a look. Right, she looks great, I'm not gonna lie to you. Did she just fucking do the Anji spin? Is that a command grab? That was a command grab, right? What the fuck? Also, what is Korra like? Is she dodging that shit? It's like the 2B dodge? She cancels her Anji spin into... Is that a command grab or a hit grab? It's hard to tell. That's a normal grab? Oh, gotcha. She got UI, I guess. Or she's beating her ass. OTG? She's beating up teenagers. Somebody stop this woman? I honestly, nobody stopped this one. Better pillar stomps. Damn, she is. It looks. I mean, that was a little goofy, but wait, what? What the fuck? Is she omnidirectional? It's a system mechanic. Oh, gotcha. She just dashing wherever she wants. It looks a little goofy when she's doing it though, just running on the fucking air like that. Yep, tell him. Okay. What did she do to him? Why does he look like that? Is he going crazy for a low tier? This character. What did he do to him? Why does he look like that? The smear frames? Why does he look like an Ed, and Eddie character? Okay. He's moving tectonic plates. Some Darkstalkers hit frames. Get botchied. She did kind of botchy her ass. I mean, she looks great. No? That shit. Why do I keep getting this fucking 1 hour of silence occasionally broken by way? Why is this like this shit is like hunting me in my fucking recommendeds, man? He split the tectonic plates just for that. This is my problem with I guess fucking spoilers if you haven't seen the Aang movie, and I'm not gonna go too in depth with it. But like, why can Kyoshi fucking move tectonic plates and like a tower falling on Aang is enough to like mortally injure him? You know, like injure him enough that he needs like medical care. Where's my consistency, man? This is what we're doing now, by the way. I'm sorry. I hate to inform you. Put it in the background. Okay, yeah, sure. You said there was a max breakdown on it? Consistency was never an option? I guess not, man. Is there not like a short video version of this shit? This is Avatar, there is no consistency? Fucking, I guess, man. All right, let's take a quick look through this. I mean, that looks pretty fucking fun.
Because she has these massive grounded attacks doesn't mean you can't like immediately.
All these good fighting games and updates coming out in the summer, and then there's Granblue. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what. On the bright side, it gives us a lot to do while we wait for the Granblue update.
And moving how the benders.
Everything else is narrative, but dropping a building on someone bypasses plot armor.
So,
I guess.
This game is heavily emphasizing movement and freedom.
Oh, okay, so you can see health straight up. So there are health differences between the characters then, huh? Kyoshi has 1100 and Azula has 900. I'm not sure if Azula has less health than normal. I feel like that would make sense from what I've seen of her, but I assume like 1000 is normal. Can we watch Robokai trailer next? Yeah, sure.
We definitely felt that in the first beta.
And out compared to other characters.
Gee, refill. What the fuck is this?
Go ahead and
What the fuck is that? So this is like this meter or something? I don't even know. I don't even know how this game fucking works, man. Is that a full screen super, by the way?
this game
Looks a little bit like a full screen super.
Stare down. Ooh, nice tire. That is so nasty.
Interesting.
Tires everything.
She is moving like a low tier, no?
chat asks who
He also does water healing if she stands still.
everyone looks real.
I mean, she's kind of fast, but yeah, like this game seems like people are schmoving, right? So like these like secondary characters that you pick, these are kind of like grooves or some shit, right? That you can pick like they're not, it's not like an assist or anything, but you pick like a support and it buffs a different aspect of you. Like what were they saying? Like better follow-ups, better pillar stomps, fucking something else.
I think I might have run into Chef.
Yeah. Okay.
And they knew what they were doing, and it was just like amazing.
I forgot about that. That's so fucking real. Like MK variations. The Sokka setups I've seen online are not making it to launch. I believe that. All right, let's see. Robo-Kai. For the fact Kyoshi air dash is just run, she is just running on air for sure. Let's watch both of these. It looks so wrong, but so right. Although we gotta turn this shit up so it jump scares you every time it happens. Don't blame me, man. They modify the move list in some way, fair. Oh, hello. Low bro ate the chop fruit. Season 5. My god. He looks kind of cool, no? Wait, so whose body is he occupying? Dual wielding full body arsenal. What the fuck? What is he doing? Bro, Strive is so visually... This shit is difficult for me to parse visually, I'm not gonna lie. Man, Gucci to the socks, but needs $5. He rented a body? Is it like the body of anyone notable, or is it just a body? I like his dust. Him flying after you like that. Wait, what did he say? Something about by forcing his Hercules beetle to work nearly as hard as an entire indie game dev team. That's funny. Why is he fucking gum gattling his ass? I don't know how to describe this, but he moves like a Dragon Ball character. Like his facial expressions, he's got like an OG Dragon Ball character's facial expressions. Okay, okay, wait. Let's actually watch the breakdown of him. He moves like a Red Ribbon Army character. He looks awesome. He does look awesome. I do like his personality too. Such a silly looking character, for real. What's up with that face, man?
RoboKai can trip up opponents with his many tricky moves. Gain an advantage in battle by enhancing his special
Prince,
moves.
hello, ladies.
using
Wait, did it
his
say that?
unique
That's kind of awesome.
Electric gauge.
Uh-huh.
Certain actions increase or decrease the electric gauge.
Oh, so you can stand
There
on that
are
little...
3 levels within
I see,
the
I see.
electric gauge, with RoboKai's special moves becoming more powerful as the level increases.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Gimmicky.
Gimmick Kai.
Sets up a
That's
map
amazing.
on the
Wait, I
ground
love
in
that.
front of RoboKai.
It's called Gimmicky.
The electric gauge increases while he is on top of the mat.
That's
Use
interesting.
this after landing a knockdown, or when you are far from the opponent to charge up the electric gauge. Junkie Bargain.
Okay.
Unleashes a
All of them are going to be
projectile
Kai,
forward. Expends
Kai
electric
puns, I
gauge
see.
upon activation. When the electric gauge is
So he's
at or
2B.
above level 2, it will track to the opponent's position to an extent. At
To an
level
extent.
3, the attack becomes more powerful, unleashing additional projectiles.
Sure.
It can come in handy in different situations, acting as a poke from long range or as part of a combo in the corner.
Also sure.
Kaizen Blitz.
Kaizen? I don't even know what that means.
Lunging
But...
attack. Expands electric gauge upon activation.
Sure.
Automatically triggers a follow-up attack on
Horsey,
hit.
he's got a segue, man.
When the electric gauge is at or below level 2, it charges up the electric gauge. When the electric gauge is at level 3, it does not charge the electric gauge, but performs a powerful follow-up attack that knocks the opponent down.
Sure.
Sparky Surprise. A throw move, shocking the opponent with powerful electricity.
Forgot about that. I always forget about it every time. It was good though. It was good. It was good.
Although it can't be blocked, it will whiff unless you are very close to the opponent and leaves you wide open.
Is that a command grab? I missed it because I got
Launcher.
waved.
An attack that sends the opponent flying up.
Sure.
Expends electric gauge upon activation.
Only 5 though.
When the electric gauge is at or above level 2, you can
Oh,
land
he's more.
additional
I see.
attacks on the opponent after they are launched.
He seems cool.
At level 3, it launches them even higher,
Whoa, okay.
creating an opening to deal
I like
major
this.
damage.
I like this mechanic.
Try incorporating
This whole electric gauge
into your
shit.
combos.
I think that's cool.
Beautiful Sky Today.
Beautiful sky today.
Command
So true.
movement flying upwards.
Bro, what the fuck is he
Expands
doing?
electric gauge
What the
upon
fuck is he doing?
activation. It is possible to move freely
What is wrong with
using
him?
directional inputs for a set
Air horsey?
duration.
He's got air horsey.
When the electric gauge is at or above level 2 upon activation, it is possible to perform
is
an
he
attack
saying?
right away to surprise the
I want to be
opponent
friends with
an
Helios?
overhead.
Yeah, that's fair.
Try
Same.
this out when you want to trip up a blocking opponent.
Can you like instant overhead out of that
What's
shit?
useless will always be so. A powerful series of attacks. It continuously drains the electric gauge throughout
I love the
action.
animations on him,
With the
number
number of hits and
You ever tried
damage
2XKO? Do you like the
increasing,
game?
more
I
gauge is
wish the
available.
best for 2XKO, but it was not very fun for me when I played it.
Performed either when the electric gauge reaches 0 or
Oh, the
after
more electric
pressing
gauge he
heavy
has,
slash.
it keeps going. I see.
Risky Lovers.
Risky lovers.
Fully activates the Hercules engine, powering up
Bro, what the fuck is
RoboKai's
happening?
special moves. This causes the electric gauge to
Oh, he blows up.
continuously deplete.
Bro, he is
But he
2B.
can use powerful versions of his special moves until it reaches 0.
Oh, so it gives him level 3
when
versions
the electric
forever.
gauge reaches 0, he explodes, damaging the area around himself. The explosion will hit RoboKai as well, so be careful. RoboKai
Sure,
can
man.
dish out serious
Does that mean they're finally
damage
getting around to adding
charging
Samira
up
into
his
2X? I might
electric
start
gauge.
playing. No, there was 2 more
Start
characters, right?
By throwing out
Samira
his long-range
and
heavy
Lux?
slash as a
Lux?
poke, and charging the electric gauge with Gimmicky. Once you've built up enough gauge, use the
I love that it's
projectile
called
from
Gimmicky.
Junkie Bargain as a shield and make
What
your
is wrong with
approach.
him? Nothing. He's perfect.
When
No,
you're
that's
up
fair.
close, you can mix the opponent up with beautiful sky today.
Otherwise, he's
and
very similar with his
sparky
plus to his plus R
surprise.
self, outside of having a heat
Things
gauge that
get
blows him
tough
up.
for Robokai
I guess he only
when
blows up when
runs out
he's
of
risky
electric
lovering.
gauge. It's crucial to think ahead and form a game plan to use the gauge effectively. Thank you for watching.
He seems cool. It does, yeah. Like, you know, there's a whole resource. Oh, you know what? This is old, but I actually have not seen this Yasmin trailer. See all Deadpool's fighting game move references since we're on gag characters. I saw a lot, but there's like too much. Only one move without Kai. Was it? I thought all of them had Kai. So Street Fighter 6, the season 4 pass is all like OCs and then Tifa, right? I think it's kind of cool. Probably made his segue a worse lariat than Horsey. That shit was broken as fuck. Perhaps. Did I miss the Nezu combo? Like Nezu like mouse? What the fuck? Okay. Sure. Save jumping off a sweep. Classic stuff. Filipinos, I summon you. Okay. Bro, what each? What is that energy? Is that like a wind thing? It looks cool. Okay, sure. I'm sure that can never be made ambiguous. Uh-huh. Sure. He's Rey Mysterioing your ass just a little bit. The Robokai combo where he burst mid-install to refill meter and do a second super. What the? Real? Wind and waves? Gotcha. Yasmin, is everyone LARPing as Pinoy now? Pinoy? Hello, Helios. Hi. I like this outfit. Hey, she is beating her ass. Wait, what? Oh, she has an install super. She kills you? She has an install super that gives her a move where she kills you. She chainsaws you in half. Like the one fucking zombie from Resident Evil 9. I see a lot of crossing up going on here, no? Level 3. That's some Naruto shit that she just did, right? Like I've seen someone in Naruto do this to somebody, no? No, this is just Grimnir's fucking back throw, isn't it? This is just Grimnir's back throw if it was level 3? Or is it his forward throw? It's his forward throw. This shit is Grimnir's forward throw. That looks awesome though. God damn. I want to see that shit one more time. Yeah. It's the Grim forward throw. With like a Rasengan / Kamehameha at the end, but fucks up her hair at the end, sure. I mean, she looks cool, also. August, that is August, right? August 3rd. August 3rd, sure. This character looks dope, though. Can't wait to scam people on ranked. I see a lot of left-right nonsense. For sure, right? There you go. Did it spin you and do a one-strike kill though? Yeah. There's a lot of cool shit coming out. Man. Hello. There's a lot of cool shit coming out. So I mean, when you look at this, and it makes you sad. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do in the interim, man. So don't worry about it too much. Get rotated? Yeah, it is kind of the get rotated idiot. Heike, I'm very doomed right now that id patch is the last patch. I think I can go either way on it, right? I don't even care about what comes after the id patch at this point, right? I'm not alone, so isn't me being doomer pilled? Sure, yeah. I honestly, it's like, I'm not even worried about what's coming after the id patch. I'm worried about the fact that, I'm worried about the id patch, man. We'll see, we'll see what's coming, we'll see about the id patch. Like, what's coming after the id patch? After the id patch, bro. The id patch is 2.5 months away. We can worry about that afterwards. I think you can make, I don't think the point I get the Switch to is to be like, that's it, no more, go home. I think you can make, there's a lot of like different signs you can read like either way, right? But like, I just don't think we have anything conclusive to go on regardless, right? Unless the id patch is the best patch humanly possible, it cannot leave the game in a good state as the last patch. Are you sure? So I'm losing hope? Do you think, I mean, the game is not in a terrible state right now, right? I mean, the new system mechanic is a lot of chaos, but, like, we need, like, a Brave counter nerf and, like, 7 characters to get nerfed, and we're fine, right? Eh? I mean, the game is better balanced than most other fighting games that exist currently, at least, as far as balance. Every single top 8, we have 8 different characters in top 8, right? There's some annoying system mechanics, to be sure. But, like, I mean, really, like, if Brave counter, like, doesn't hard knockdown, and you get, like, some low-tier buffs and, like, some top-tier nerfs, it's like, you could really just leave. Like, I don't know if they will. Like, I don't know if it's gonna be the last patch. But I don't think it's, like... It really is not that, you know... Rising is better balanced in that everyone has bullshit tools that are just absolutely insane to deal with. I don't know if that... I don't know if Rising is, like... such an insanely high-power game that everyone is broken. I don't know if that's how it feels to me, really. Right? Yeah, obviously you're entitled to your own opinion, but I don't think it's... In actuality, we don't need... As far as tuning the game, right? Shit like Anila 668, sure. But, I mean, Anila 6H is a really good move, but, like, is Anila 668, like... I don't know, like, is that, like, game warping? Is that really, like, the... I can't play the game because Anila 668, isn't it? I don't know. I think we don't really need, by the way. I don't think we really need a big patch because, oh, the game has so many changes that need doing. I think we need a big patch for, like, freshness' sake, but the game, you know, it's a next to no risk maximum reward move. Well, yes and no. It does require spacing to become that way, right? If it was next to no risk, you could just hit it anywhere and you'd be fine, right? You can be hyperbolic about things, but, like, that is not... I wouldn't say that's quite... Like, if Anila 668 was a next to no risk move, you could hit it anywhere and you'd be fine. If you're too close, you get punished. If you're too far, it whiffs and you get punished, right? Like, obviously, it's very good if you do it in its correct spacing, but in the context of 2 players spacing themselves correctly, well, then it's not a next to no risk move, right? In 9 out of 10 times, it's not punishable. But if you have to space it for... Like, the idea that Anila 66H is the, like, holy shit, like, this game is ridiculous and that's why it's balanced because Anila 66H is in it. I'm like, it's a good... Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say Anila 66H is bad or anything like that, but, like... You know... It's a strange example, I think, of, like, this game, everyone has such ridiculous tools that it's balanced. I'm stating it as a median bullshit example. I think it's fine. I think it's a, you know, I think it's a fine move in the context of Anila too, right? Like it's a move. Like if you, there's certainly like obviously if you gave it to other characters, it might be even crazier. But I don't think basically I don't think Rising is in a state where it needs 100 changes and therefore it's impossible. Like we need like people we want a big patch because the game's been the same for a while. Not really because, right? We don't really need a big patch because the game has so much shit wrong with it that it all needs to be fixed. We need a big patch because the game's been the same, mostly, for like a year, right? So people just want freshness. That's fine, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think the game is in a horrible state, tuning-wise. The game's in a pretty good state. As such, a change needed is clear. Nerf near. That's true. That's true. Like, I think it's a fair point to be like, if the id patch is the last patch, which I think there's... You really could make a guess either way, so I really don't care to see until we get some evidence. But if the id patch is the last patch, the fact that it's introducing a system mechanic, that is a very chaotic thing, right? That could go very well or very poorly. That is not justifiable reward for something that's a full combo on counter hit. Well, it's a heavy, right? It's a heavy counter hit. People who take the game seriously are genuinely tired of this. People who take the game seriously are genuinely tired of what? I'm not super experienced with this game. I personally feel like if you removed counter hit BC and one tapped like all the zoners and the other members of the Hateful Eight, the game would feel pretty alright if it never got any patches again. Sure. I love Lowain.
Mambo.
We all love Lowain in this house, even if he doesn't love us back. What makes Anila 668 strong? Okay, I mean, again, because I'm not trying to downplay it at all. It's a move that, you know, it's not the hardest thing in the world, especially with Anila's game plan. Around the spacing that Anila wants to hold, her 668 will be relatively safe, right? It's a full combo on counter hit. It's a lot of damage on counter hits. If you space it right, it's safe. And yeah, basically. Moves that have practically no risk, incredible reward, are easy to use, and warp the game around them. That would be really bad, yeah. You know. I really can't think of that many examples of that, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's too much dev work to add a mechanic and not be able to sell more characters after it. Or, again, you can also make the argument of, oh, they're adding a bunch of shit because they're leaving the game after this, so. Take new Zeta 668. This move, when used correctly, is beyond stupidity. I hate having to use it. Do you understand that when you say when used correctly, that inherently means that there's, like, you can use the move wrong? I don't think there's any crazy 668 in this game. Well, it depends on what you mean by crazy. I think, like, Siegs is really good now. I think Anil's is really good. But, like, again, yeah, like, I don't know if... Yes, that's also a player issue on the Zeta. No, I'm with you, but you understand how, like, if you're saying the tool has a way to use it correctly and a way to use it incorrectly, it can't be that brain dead, right? Like, if we're talking, like, you're talking, you know, moves that have no risk, incredible reward, are easy to use, and warp the game around them. Like, if it's something where if I, like, stand at a certain spacing, your move doesn't work anymore. Or, like, one of the things you, like, you know, you can do with Anila 66H is, like, stand close or, like, just don't stand in that mid-range, right? Anila is not, like, a zoner. If you just stand either really far away from her, or if you, like, stand even in the range of, like, her far M and far H and shit, 66H is no longer, like, you know, usable for her. She has to work around that, and you can play around that, right? The level where people take the game seriously, in most cases, is just so safe that you can't even take your turn after. What does that mean at a level where people take the game seriously? Like, I don't, like, because, I mean, I take the game seriously, I think, and I think Zeta 66H is good now, but it is, maybe I'm missing something. In fact, I spacing trap and successfully L Rhapsody people after. Well, if you're doing, so you're DPing on your minus frames, right? Like, if you're just going, okay, well, I minus on my 66H and then I L Rhapsody, like, yeah, sure, right? You're just DPing on your minus frames. Like, that's not Rhapsody. You could say Rhapsody's strong, right? Because sometimes if you do that shit, you're gonna get a full combo off your reversal, depending on what you get. But the fact that you can be minus and then hit a reversal, and then that means people can't take their turn back is not, it's not that crazy. A lot of 6Hs that are strong but have to be spaced are easy to counterplay by just looking at your screen and walking forward. The best neutral 6H remains Lowain's and maybe Vera. Lowain's is safe all the time, right? And it gives him the side swap too. Don't get me wrong, I do still think that Anila has a really strong 6H, right? But, you know, like Rhapsody after, that's Rhapsody being broken, but the fact I can walk back and spacing trap buttons after 6H with my far pokes. Can't, like, everyone do this? Am I crazy? Like, if you space your 6H, like, a lot of 6Hs have quite a lot of pushback on them. I don't think it's... Like Zeta 6H does have a 21 frame startup too, right? Or something like some shit like that. Especially if you're doing it out the spacing where, like, it's like, yeah, like if you have that much free time in neutral and you get to set some shit up and you're far away enough and you're controlling the spacing on the screen, the fact that you can then, like, set up a pretty good situation for yourself seems to make a lot of sense to me. A lot of 6Hs in the game are just safe or can be made safe. They're mostly broken as fuck. I don't know if that's true because they have, like, a lot of them have, like, a 15 to 20 frame startup in a game where, like, 7 frame buttons cover 2/3 of the screen sometimes, man. You know? Maybe not 2/3, like 1/3, unless, like, you're talking about, like, Fairy. It's like 1/3 most of the time. But, like, it's not, you know, like, I think it's fine. Yeah, if you can set up, like, if you're in a position where you are very comfortably able to 6H repeatedly, your opponent is just not playing the neutral very well. Like, if we're talking about at a level where people take the game seriously, you're not gonna just be able to spam Zeta 6H over and over and over again from, like, full screen where it's safe. God forbid someone throws a fireball at your Zeta that is, you know, standing 60% of the screen away from them and 668ing. You know, God forbid someone walks up to you to the point where 668 isn't safe anymore or anything like that. High active frames and insane clash level means you really often just have to work around someone running at you with 668, and I personally despise it. I'm not going to lie to you, you are talking about a type of neutral that I have never seen. Not at high level, not at mid-high level, not even in, like, low mass. Like, this is like, genuinely, I've never seen this to be a problem, where someone is dominating neutral with their 668 to the point where you just have to play around. Even with the characters that have the really good 668s. I've never seen this happen. You just need to be closer to them. You don't even gotta press. Yeah, like, walking forward beats a lot of 668s in the game, right? I generally think the only true BS 668 is Sieg right now. It needs to be a combo tool. It needs to just be a combo tool, extreme, high risk, call it. I think Sieg is a really good 668. Hello there. Maybe I'm gonna turn these down ever so slightly. But yeah, I don't think it's a single, like, if you want to talk about moves that are, like, incredibly high reward, practically no risk, easy to use, things like, you know, we could talk about a couple of things. We could talk about, like, you know, we could talk about, like, a U butterfly, we could talk about, like, a human pyramid, you know, like, they exist, but, like, I'm saying this 6H is just a median example. No, I get, like, it's not even a good, like, median, it's not an example of what you're talking about, I don't think, you know? Low-key Ladiva 6H is broke? Sure, if you block it, for sure. Like, it's really good on block, even, right? It's really good on block. H empty hand? Bro. No, it isn't. Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, Marius got killed in Evo when someone finally full comboed his ass for empty-handing them, right? Like, I know Marius was making it look really good, and Marius is being, like, he was being very unpredictable and stuff like that, but, like, Marius lost at Evo for getting full comboed for H empty-handing someone. Like, he did H empty-hand in neutral, and he got full comboed and died. Right? No, that move is not really that. But yeah, I don't know, man. I sort of, yeah, I disagree with the premise. Like, it's okay if you want to doom about the id patch being the last patch in the game. I think obviously that totally makes a lot of sense, right? Because that would be unfortunate. I still don't think we really know either way, right? You can read the tea leaves however you want, but we don't even know what the new system mechanic is. Like, that teaser we got on Evo it was barely an id teaser, bro. We don't even know what id does. It was like 30 seconds. Marius abused people's lack of matchup awareness, but new H empty hand is bullshit in high stress situations. There's, like, you know, it's okay for, like, a move to, like, be good. Especially, like it's okay for a character defining move to be strong, right? Like, H empty hand, by the way, I don't think is that good, right? The ability to punish it on spot dodge depends highly on spacing. No, it doesn't. The only time that it depends, if Seox has his back to the wall, it gets faster, right? Yeah, I believe. If Seox has his back to the wall, it can get kind of rough to punish it on reaction, but Seox has his back to the wall. So, like, even you just block empty hand and you're fine, like, mostly, right? Everywhere else on the screen, H empty hand is a 22 plus frame punish to reaction check to punish it, right? 22 at worst, right? Like, it's a lot more usually. To get a throw punish at the very least. To get a full combo, usually it's like a couple less, but, like, not really, right? And again, say it was the case, H empty hand is a character defining move for Seox. Like, that is like the thing that he does. H empty hand is not 40 total frames. It's 57, by the way. In case it's 57 from round start. It's 57 total frames is H empty hands. So, like, even if it was really good, then it's strong. It's a strong move, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as where people talk about it, right? Yeah, if your back is to the wall and Seox empty hands you, by the way, you have, like, 40 frames to react and punish it with, like, a close H. But, like, it's a character-defining move for Seox, you know? I'm kind of okay, even if it was really good. Like, it's the move that, like, makes the character, like, that and, like, Gate of Demons, you know? It's like, they're character-defining moves. It's okay for characters to have shit that's strong. I don't think it actually makes, you know, it's not like a poor balancing decision for Seox's, like, character-defining special move to be strong. It's just annoying. If you react in time, you can punish it, and it's not like BM riding free where you have to spot dodge at, like, an 18-frame reaction. Yeah, it's like a 24-frame reaction to throw punish that shit at round start or something. Mambo, it's true. Ever since the Evo stream where you told me you can dodge and grab Seox when empty hands, have been a much easier time fighting him. Yeah. Some characters can't consistently DP punish it. Sure, that's true. But, like, you spot dodge it and full punishes ass, right? Y'all say this, then cry over U Butterfly. I mean, U Butterfly is an overtuned move, right? There is, you know, there's a little bit you can do about it because of the way the tracking works. Like if you take a little step forward and then roll it when Metera does stuff, you can get out of the way. But that does involve taking a step forward while Metera has U Butterfly up, which is scary. That move's really strong, right? Like that is a strong ass move. Let's not lie to each other, right? That move is like, we want to talk about, you know, we want to talk about like high risk, like almost no risk, super high reward, easy to use moves. Like, we can talk about that, yeah, right? But like, I think those moves are generally the exception, not the rule. And by the way, like there is something you can do into U Butterfly, right? The tracking on the butterfly is not, if it's right on you and then you take a step forward and then roll, right? Like you can get away from it, unless you're like Ladiva, I think, or some shit. You can manipulate its positioning and force it to pop at a port. Like there are things you can do about it, but it is a really strong move. It is a really strong move. But I think those kind of things are the exception, not the rule generally, right? Only thing I don't like with empty hand is spot dodge having variable frame data. If it was always at least minus, I'd be more happy. Sure. I mean, if you spot dodge and then throw, right? If you spot dodge and then throw, you have to be like, you have to react in like 30 frames to not get anything, you know? To at least not force him to tech something, you know? Or like counter him mashing. To get backdash punished if you throw after you spot dodge it, I think you have to react in like 29 frames or something like that. And like if you can't, it's like a big orange move where he jumps to the wall, right? Like it's got no hidden animation. He glows orange. If you're not reacting to it in like 28 frames, I don't think that's the move's fault, man. Like that, the Seahawks is outplaying your ass. The Seahawks is making himself unpredictable enough that you're not reacting to his big orange flash in 28 frames. Type shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's on you at that point. You can try to do shit. You can do something directional super jump, but it's still very risky. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You just spot dodge his ass, man. I don't know what to tell you. It's not like that is counterplay. Is it 100% effective? No. Right? And you're reacting, but also timing it so you don't do it early. I mean, if you're doing it early, to be fair, you're actually like too goated, right? To do it early, you have to like I think to get hit by that shit, you have to, it's like, you gotta react in like, we're talking like UL overhead reaction level times, I think. Like, you have to, like, it has to be trading mode. Like, you'll get hit by that shit if you're doing it in trading mode. But like, it is actually pretty hard to do that shit early, right? Because, yeah, I think you have to react in like under 20 frames. You have to react in like 18 frames or some shit. If that's your problem, fair enough. But if your reaction times are so fast that you are consistently spot dodging that shit too early, it's like you can just wait a little, right? Like that, your steak is too juicy and your lobster is too buttery. Your like general neutral reaction time is not gonna have you reacting to that shit in like 17 frames, right? I mean, you butterfly not empty hand? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like stuff like U Butterfly, we could talk about like that being like really low risk, high reward. But again, I feel like that is like generally the exception, not the rule, right? So I don't know. Like I think Granblue is actually in like the reason we want a big, again, I'll say it again. The reason we want a big Granblue patch is for freshness, not because the game actually needs it that much, right? If you just don't like the state the game is in, that's fair, right? But I think it is like fundamental design decisions with the game that you don't like at this point, right? Like if you just don't like 6XL, for example, I think that's fine, right? I think that's valid. A lot of people do not. I don't really care about like an appeal to like a crowd, right? Like if you Granblue is certainly there's a lot of things about it that are not like as traditional FG, right? Like, if you don't like 6XL and how centralizing it is in neutral, for example, I think that's fair. But that, at this point, like, I think as a tool that is meant to be strong in the context of the video game, I think the 6XL is close to reasonable. It needs, like, a couple tweaks, mostly to stop it being such a good anti-air tool, especially, such a good anti-air tool and, like, a little bit worse of a pressure tool, and I think it's probably close to reasonable. It's still strong, but it's, like, supposed to be strong, right? So, like, but, like, you know, if you just don't like 6XL, if you don't like one button DPs, for example, you're not gonna like Rising, right? But like that's not really balance of the game. That's just you just want to play a different fighting game, which is totally fair. But I don't think the game is that far off in terms of like a tuning aspect. At this point, it's been about the same game for close to a year, so we just want a big patch to shake things up, kind of for the sake of shaking them up, right? Main problem with a lot of Rising-specific tools is that they make other tools often redundant. 6XL is the biggest proponent of this. You think 6XL makes most pokes redundant and neutral? I don't know if that's true. I think because of 6XL, a lot of pokes are like a lot of the good poke characters have some really good pokes, right? Like either with like lots of active frames or lots of range or like quicker startup than 6XL or something. 6XL is often, though not always, faster, easier to hit confirm, has better situation on block. Better situation on block, sure. Easier to hit confirm, sure. It is slower than almost every good poke in the game. And that's if you do it perfectly, right? I think people do often forget that 6XL does have a heavy startup. 6XL has the startup of a heavy move, right? If you do it perfectly, frame perfectly, it's 9 frames, which is already, like, we're getting into, like, quick far H territory. In reality, most of the time that you're going to 6XL, it's going to be, like, 11, 12, 13 frames. It's still a really good move, but the idea that it's, like, faster than that it makes pokes obsolete, it's just not how the game plays out, right? 9 frames with travel distance is crazy with the context it's done out of dashing. Sure, yeah. It's UL far M, but better? Yeah. UL far M is a good button. 6XL's good, but like the idea that it's making pokes obsolete is, I don't know. This is not. This is already kind of absurd. I mean, listen, Vidril, I do respect your UL opinion. UL far M, it seems fine. Like it's a good move. I don't know about absurd. UL needs buffs, TBH. Let's not go that far. UL far M is good though, for sure. It's nice to have like it's a really forward advancing button, right? Obviously, if that shit was plus on block, that'd be kind of crazy, and that's what 6XL is. But again, I don't know if it makes pokes obsolete. I think you can play the game and realize that 6XL doesn't make pokes obsolete, right? Like, if anything, the existence of 6XL is what makes a lot of those stop sign pokes as good as they are. Like, it's what, like, you know, it's what makes shit like, I don't know, like Lucilius 2M or something, like, actually good, is that it's high active frames, high attack level, stop sign, exactly for, like, shit like 6XL, right? The S6XL is poking it, though. How could pokes be redundant? I don't know. I think this is a bit of an interesting assessment of the state of the game in general, I will say. I think it's true that 6XL is a very powerful neutral option, right? And certainly a lot of neutral ends up being played around the idea of either, you know, what's it called? Like de-incentivizing 6XL or baiting your opponent to think you're going to 6XL and then doing something else or something like that. Like, 6XL is an important part of the neutral for sure, but I feel like there is still a very involved neutral game. It just, yeah, a lot of it, like 6XL is a big part of it, but it's not like it's just, okay, there's no neutral, everyone's just going to 6XL. It's not really how it goes. I don't know. I think again, it's obviously like you're totally entitled to just like not like the state the game is in. But I don't know if a patch is going to solve it for you. You know what I mean? I think the issue that it seems, and this is totally valid. There's nothing wrong with this at all. I think this is like you don't like the design philosophy of the fighting game, which is valid. But I don't know if the patch is going to solve that. Like, the patch is not going to change, even if they do balance character moves and things like this. I don't know if like the patch is going to change any of that, you know? I don't think there is a patch that will fix that. Important to know that holding space can be useful. You don't need to advance all the time. I don't know. I say how so often I think about a situation and realize, man, 6XL is my best option, and it's in 9 out of 10 cases. It's a bit of... I don't know if that, like, I don't know how to say that. 6XL is really good, but like I don't think that's true. Like they got me. It's like the guy who was talking about why are Matera's U fireballs so good, and I was like, okay, no, listen, Matera should have good U fireballs. That's like actually like the most meaningful, sensical thing about her kit. You got me defending 6XL. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that's true. I don't think 6XL is your best option in 9 out of 10 situations, right? Like, it's just not accurate. It's strong, yes, but like, it's just like not right. That's just not true. Like, it's not that centralizing, right? And like, I really don't think characters that are poke-based mid-rangers like Zeta should have 6XL be their best poke. It's not. And it just is. I just don't know, man. Like, 6XL is throwing your body at the opponent. It makes you significantly more... It makes you, like, significantly more open to, like, counter pokes. Yes, honestly, yeah, even calling 6XL a poke is a little strange. 6XL is a neutral skit. It's very committal, right? Pokes are sort of inherently that's why they're called pokes. It very much is. It's just not a poke. Like, it's not your best poke because it's not a poke. It's one of your best neutral options for sure, but it's not a poke. That's not what that word means. You know? I just don't know. Pokes would be non-committal if this wasn't Rising? Wait, so that means that you're saying the game is of a lower power level? Because pokes being committal makes them worse. Right? Like, pokes being non-committal is a strong thing about them. No, because dash normals exist. Okay. So, but if I could then get a non-committal poke, wouldn't that be better than a committal poke? And they make holding space with pokes quite risky. It's just not my experience playing the video game. I don't know what to tell you. I feel like holding space with pokes is, like, really good in Granblue. No? Like, holding space with pokes, you could, like, I think there's a really good argument. You could make a pretty solid argument, actually. If you wanted to complain about something in the state of the game, you could make a pretty solid argument that a lot of characters get too much reward off their pokes. Right? Like, if you, like, you could say, like, you could actually make a good argument that a lot of pokes are actually too good, and a lot of characters get too much off their pokes, you know? You have to genuinely read your opponent's movement options and space yourself so well to make 6XL either whiff or catch the startup. But also, a lot of the times, if your pokes whiff, it's fine. Like, pokes are hard to whiff punish in this game. You can just you can hold space with a poke and generally be fine. They don't, like, pokes do not have a ton of recovery in this game, right? Like, a lot of 2Ms have somewhere between, like, 10 and 15 frames of recovery. It's not, like, even if you throw out your poke and you hit air, it's usually fine. And if you land it, you get quite a bit of reward on a lot of characters, especially if your opponent is 6XLing into it and you get a counter hit. A lot of characters will straight up take your ass corner to corner off a counter hit 2M or some shit. Not corner to corner, but, like, mid-screen to corner or something like that. Sometimes for no meter at all. It's just not... 6XL still has, like, 25 frames total? That is a lot more than every other poke, right? 6XL is, 6XL is 25 frames total or of recovery? 6XL, hold up. Am I stupid? Oh, wait, no, yeah, it's 25 total. Right. No, that's fair. You're right. It's 15. It went from 10 to 15 frames, yeah. Same as current Zeta 2M after they took away one startup frame. Yeah, but have you considered that 6XL throws you at the opponent and Zeta 2M doesn't? Have you thought about? Like, again, it's recovery for a move that puts you right in front of your opponent. Do you understand? Like, the difference here does matter, right? The fact that when you whiff Zeta 2M, you're on the other side of the screen, and when you whiff 6XL, you're right in the opponent's face. It's also insanely difficult to whiff in a lot of cases. Listen, again, 6XL is really good, but this like idea that it's like the only thing that is worth doing in neutral, like 9 out of 10 times, it's the best thing to do in neutral. It's just not true. You can literally, it's just not what happens when people play the game at a high level, right? There are entire characters who exist purely on down backing at you in neutral and hitting a button and killing you for doing anything. Most characters have better 6XL reward than poke reward. They should. 6XL is riskier than your pokes. In the cases where that isn't true, well, to be fair, this character doesn't have, like, it tends to be, like, ridiculous, right? 6XL is higher risk than, like, throwing out a 2M. It should be higher rewards. Again, I think there's a really important aspect here to 6XL throws you at the opponent. Your poke keeps you back at, like, the range of your poke, right? The higher risk move has higher rewards when you hit it. That is correct. The move's really good, by the way, but it's just not as good as you think it is, I don't think. Could you imagine if characters got auto combos off their pokes? Like, think about that for a sec. If you, like, hit Catalina 2M and you got a full auto combo off of it, in what world is that fair? That would be significantly more broken than getting auto combo off of 6XL. I can imagine because it's Catalina. But yeah, think about that for a sec. Imagine Catalina regular hit you with her 2M and it teleported her into your face and she got close M off of it. Right? That would be so much more broken than getting that same thing off 6XL. Do you know why? That's because they take on basically no risk at all for throwing that button out. Whereas they do actually take on the risk of getting counterpoked. Or like even just someone who's randomly holding space with a button, right? Smacking them in the face for 6XLing. Or even someone, you know, even preemptively backdashing, making the 6XL whiff, right? Like, it's the idea that people get higher reward off their 6XL than their pokes is not weird. That if it didn't work that way, that would be like fundamentally broken, right? If characters got more reward off their like 2M than they did off 6XL, something would be very, very wrong with the way the game was constructed. So, I don't know, brother. Again, by the way, I would like 6XL to, honestly, that's the place where I find 6XL is a little too much as a pressure tool, not actually as a neutral tool, right? I would love a couple of, like, minor-ish nerfs to 6XL in that sense, right? So I think making it like Clash level 0 is a really good idea. But, like, it's just not the move that you think it is, I don't think. Yeah, it literally loses to pokes by design. Like, that's what the move does. It's not a poke. It's not Zeta's best poke because it's not a poke. Uses should get close M after far H. Like, it sounds like a joke thing, right? It sounds like it would be a joke. Because, yeah, it would be. Like, that would be so much better than getting close M after 6XL for, like, what I would assume would be obvious reasons. But yeah, I mean, it's obviously, okay, listen, it's totally fine to just not like the design philosophy of the game. I think that is what this is. Like, I don't think, from a tuning standpoint, like the game is relatively balanced. Like, there really are, like, even if there's a bunch of like standout characters, right? It's not like they are so, like, they're not, like, they are noticeably better than the rest of the game. But one, there's like 8 of them and not one. And 2, there is like 25 characters that can fight those kind of decently, right? I'm just gonna disagree with you on this. The risk someone takes poking due to the risk of both counter hit 6XL and 6XH, and the reward on each option means they just are not risk-free. They often require more consideration using 6XL. They're not risk-free, but they're not so, like, people poke a lot when they're playing the game. Like, I feel like, I know it's maybe not the most convincing argument, but, like, people poke a lot when they're playing this game. I don't know how to, you know, I don't know how to say, like, they just end up getting used a lot. They're good options, right? 6XL is also a very good option that gets used a lot because it's really nice to, you know, close distance on your opponent, right? Have a burst option, make yourself +2 on block, and go from there. The characters that poke a lot have pokes that are genuinely so strong there isn't much you can do about them. Shit like Beatrix Far H. I don't understand. Like, so characters with good pokes poke a lot. So at the very least, there is some comparison with 6XH, right? I guess I don't understand the thesis, I suppose. B Far H is not the norm. B Far H is not the only poke that gets used though. Like, the idea that it's like, yeah, like B, like I don't understand the idea, I guess. It's just not the only poke that actually, like, it's not like, oh, like, only pokes as good as B Far H get used. That ain't true, man. That ain't true. Like, by that, I guess there's like a lot of really good pokes, because like I could think of a lot of characters that use their pokes consistently as like a part of their gameplay. You know? I can't think of like Seox doing that shit very often. That's not what he does. Is this the what now part of the stream title? I guess. We just Discord about how Granblue functions for the next 3 months. Oh, we're gonna be playing other shit today. I'm kind of lost, but B is one of the best 6Ls in the game where pokes aren't redundant. This whole argument is proven wrong by your own words. I don't know, man. It's okay. It's fine. You listen again. You are entitled to not like the state of the game. I'm not telling you like that, but I think it's a little hyperbolic in the way it's being described. Often in neutral,
Very good
you will
awesome.
have
This
advancing
person
moves
is
clash, even if one
incredibly
was done
smart.
1 frame or 2 earlier, because they both connect hitboxes on active frames. Sure, I mean 6XL will only clash with far L's, but yeah, it is coming in like 2.5 months. But he's coming. He's technically coming. It's a little bit away. It's a ways away, but he is coming. If you have a time machine, he's coming. He's coming real quick. 6XL should reflect projectiles, the divas at the very least. Now we're fucking talking. Anyway, I mean, my point with all of this is that, regardless, I do still hope that the id patch is a big patch, more so for the sake of freshness, right? Like, I think if we're talking about the game, if we just wanted a game that is like, oh yeah, like perfectly tuned and balanced, I think we don't need like a very like big patch. But I think it just at this point, it's just be cool to have a big patch to change things up, right? Matrix Lee is an exception and not the rule. An exception to like characters that have good 6XLs and yet still use their pokes. I feel like almost every character that has a good 6XL actually still uses their pokes. Right? Like even someone like Eustace, Catalina, Belial, Cagliostro. I guess we could say like, oh, those characters have like such ridiculous normals that it's fine, but it's like, okay, like at what point are we moving the goalpost too much and like normals are actually just still good even in a world with 6XL, right? I don't know. Like Grand Far M is a good button. We use that even though 6XL exists. Like 6XL is better than bad normals. Yeah, no, that's true. If you're a character like Seox, you're probably doing very little besides 6XLing. Even then, you'll far H every now and then, right? But like, I feel like that's not really a point anymore. We've lost the plot a little bit. It's unfortunate that the patch releases on the same day as Fortune's Weave. That's the new Fire Emblem game, right? Give me a medium button faster than 10 frames. Well, you know, there are reasons to use pokes. I still use 2M a lot with Zeta for spacing traps, talking about neutral situations. No, in neutral, pokes get used a bunch. I don't know, man. Zeta's 2M is an 8-frame, like, big-ass medium now. That's a good button, man. That's a good button. Like, at the very least, even if 6XL is stronger than that button, they have different use cases. Like, one of them is an advancing option, and one of them is a space-holding option. You don't hold space with 6XL. It's just not... Like, if you want to play... If you're playing, like, if you want to, like, play more defensively against, like, a rushdown character, you don't 6XL into them, right? Like, the buttons can't really be made redundant by 6XL because it's a different use case. 6XL is not a great tool for holding. You really don't hold space with pokes? Sure, man. Sure. It's just not it's just not my experience of playing the game, playing good players, watching good players. It's just not what I've seen ever that this is the case. I do not know like what this is, but like, sure. Right? You don't threaten holding space with pokes alone. Yeah, of course. You don't do anything with one option alone. What do you mean? You don't rush down with just 6XL either. Right? If Zeta did not have Rhapsody, she could not threaten defensive neutral. Right. If I took a character's really strong, meterless one-button reversal away, their defensive game would get worse. It's an anti-point. It's not a point. Right? It's not a point. You're right. You're right, by the way. She still could, but it wouldn't be as good because you took her one-button reversal she can combo off of sometimes away. It's just not... It's an anti-point. It's like it's a truism, you know? Now we're drowning? I don't know, man. Pokes, you hold space with pokes often. And you're right, you don't do it alone. Like, to play defensively properly, there has to be the threat of you playing offensively. Right? That's what I tell people all the time. If you play, like, 100% rushdown or 100% defensive, you get predictable, right? So, like, you hold space with a combination of pokes, with walking, you know, with projectiles, you know, and even with your aggressive options, with your dash normals, with your any, like, lariats, but, like, you know, even rushing down sometimes is an important aspect of a defensive game plan. But the fact that any good game plan is using a variety of tools does not mean that the pokes aren't good, right? It's because Rhapsody gives dash normals an actual risk to using them. That's why people don't want to just sensibly run at Zeta because they know the threat of Rhapsody. Sure, like Rhapsody is good into 6XL, but like characters who don't have Rhapsody will also hold space with their pokes. You know, can you watch some tourney sets? Maybe any tourney. I mean, we really were watching Evo, and it was not just a bunch of people 6XLing and never poking, right? So it's okay. Catalina will because she gets a full combo on pokes. Okay, sure. Let's like who do you want to who is supposed to hold space with their pokes? Like a character who is designed as a defensive mid-range character who doesn't, right? Because like Sandalphon will hold space with his pokes. He gets a full combo off him too, but like I mean, is he supposed to not? Yeah, sure. B has far H, it's really good. I don't know. Like Gran and Jita are both like you can say they're not like as broken of characters. They'll hold space with their pokes too. Jita will 2M, Gran will far M, you know, Jita will far M sometimes, but her far M is not quite as good as Gran's. They'll far H, like they'll hold space with their pokes. They don't even get full combos off of them a lot of the time, and they still will. Right? Yeah, Sieg will hold space with his pokes, because he gets Orkin off of them, right? Sandy also gets a poke combo with 2-1-4U. So is the idea now that you realize like most characters can spend meter to get combos off their pokes, right? I'm a little confused. Like, okay, yeah. Characters in this game tend to get pretty high. Most can't without Raging Strike, Raging Chain. Most characters whose design is to hold space with their pokes don't get full combos off their pokes. If you're gonna say like, oh, Seox doesn't get good reward off his pokes, then like, yeah. Right? Zeta doesn't. Zeta has Rhapsody. Wait, do you see? Are you seeing how the, you know, Jita doesn't? Jita gets corner carry, and Jita. Jita's a great example. Jita doesn't get like 50 meter huge combos, and yet she still holds space with her pokes. Is like, you know? So what's that's if you want to point out like Jita still is a character that will play a defensive mid range game, even though she doesn't get a huge combo with 50 meter off her shit. So like, if her pokes were so bad, wouldn't she just rush down all the time? I think you're not saying what you think you're saying. You know? I'm lost in the sauce with this. Me too, honestly. I'm getting a little confused as to what the point is now. Because pokes get used. Like, the reality of the matter is all characters that have even passable pokes use their pokes often defensively in neutral. Right? So now it's a matter of, I guess we're trying to figure out what is the qualifier that makes pokes. Because if the idea is 6XL is so good that pokes don't have getting used, that is just, this is not correct. So now it's a matter of, I don't know, figuring out why that is. I'm not sure. It's okay. I really do. I think I really do want to. We've been talking about this for long enough, right? 6XL's only monopoly on some characters. UL basically uses 6XL 2M prediction. Far H is an exception. Yeah, rushdown characters, right? Rushdown characters will use their 6XL over their poke so much more, right? Again, like you talk about, you know, Seox is gonna 6XL as 90% of his fucking shit, right? 6XL, like as far as his normals, he's not really gonna be far Ming or 2Ming or like not, especially not on neutral at least, right? Yeah, like UL I can definitely see. UL is a really nice 2M, but again, it's not really a, like, you know, it can be a good space holder too, right? UL far H can be a decent stop sign, but you know.
Mambo.
I use Lowain 2M and far M more than 6XL sometimes. I mean, Lowain has some really good pokes too, yeah. A fighting game character with 0 pokes, now that's something. I don't know. It's just, I think it is valid. Like, this is where I think it's valid to complain about the power level of 6XL, right? And even if 6XL is balanced within, like, if 6XL is balanced within the greater game system it exists within, it is still the design philosophies that this move is going to be really strong. So if you just dislike the idea of such a strong offensive, like, neutral system mechanic, that's also totally fair. Right? All of these things are valid. But if we're going to get to the point where we start talking about the fact that, like, 6XL is so strong that it crowds out, like, almost every other neutral option in the game, we're just not, it's just not true. It's just not true. It's just not how the game works. Right? Like, there's a level of the issues I'm taking with this is the level of hyperbole in here. Right? Wanting thinking 6XL is, even if we're going to accept the idea that 6XL is a strong neutral option, it's still a little too good. I think that's fair, right? If we're saying fuck the idea of 6XL being a universal strong neutral skip in the first place, that's also fair. But the comments that you are making about the power level of 6XL are just simply not accurate with how the game plays out at almost any like even moderately high level of play, right? Like the only times where like genuinely neutral is like 90% of the time the best thing to do in neutral is 6XL at a guy is like A rank, like for real. Like genuinely, like it just doesn't work that way. Like as soon as people get any semblance of using their pokes, right? I'm fine with 6XL forcing active neutral. I'm just not happy with the current state of it. Like again, I think it's weird too because I think 6XL is actually relatively fine as a neutral tool. I think if 6XL is too strong as a pressure tool currently, right? If you want to talk about where it's centralizing and where most of the time your best option is 6XLing, it's like when you have a guy in the corner and you're not a Granblue Zone character, right? You can play very good footsies with just 6XL if you know how, even versus good players. If when you say play very good footsies, you're talking about also spacing, like walking back and forth, baiting shit. You are not only using 6XL, right? Speaking of Seahawks, what do you think of late hits J214L on Seahawks Hard Knockdown? What do you think of late hits J214L Loki on Seahawks Hard Knockdown? I don't think I know what that is. You can just use 6XL. It's that good. Why does nobody do this then? Why does nobody do this? If you can just use 6XL in neutral and like people don't do this. Who's doing this? Like it's not, you know? Where are you seeing this happen? This shit will get you killed so fast, man. Literally so many Bs will do micro dash down back. Didn't we just talk about B being one? First off, B's a rushdown character. Second, didn't we just say that B was a character who actually uses her far H a lot because it's broken? Who are we talking about? Which B? It's not Koji Coco. That's not how I'm seeing him play B. He's not just 6XLing against everyone. Yes, and 6L is also an insane threat. What is the point you're making? You're not making a point. She has a lot of good tools, and her neutral, she has a lot of good neutral options. Right? She uses her far H, she uses her 6XL, she has riding free, she has her fireball. She's just playing neutral at this point. Right? She's just playing neutral. Like what you're describing is she's playing neutral. And you're like, why is she doing that? My point is if you want to, you can play very good footsies with only 6XL. People don't do this, man. No, you can't. Nobody who is fighting high level players and beating them with only 6XL and neutral outside of like a single round. That shit don't work. Try that shit. You will die. Right? I'm not even talking. I can't even speak for like Evo level. I'm talking about like, you know, like getting top 8 in like a weekly level. This shit doesn't work, man. Like I have personal experience. I'm telling you that shit doesn't work. I've tried that before. It does not work. I have and it works. Against who? Right? Play really good footsies with only 6XL against someone who like knows what they're doing. Like even at like the online weekly level, that shit doesn't work. We're not even talking about. I don't know what your bar for like taking the game seriously is, but like it's just not even remotely close to working. Like if I'm like smurfing on a guy in low master, maybe, but like that's not a fair fight. Like that's not like. All I have to do is defeat Char Char as 6XL. Who knew? I used to play Strive Soul, who literally played neutral with mainly dash, far slash, and dash block. Brother, that's not Granblue. I'm losing my mind. That's not Granblue, man. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. I'm so confused. If you only 6XL, you can just sit there and block until you have meter. I don't know. It's okay. I spent an hour trying to figure out what you mean, and I can't. The only like definitive statements that I'm getting is that 6XL is like such a strong neutral option that you can only use it, and that is just provably false. I just don't know what to tell you. So I just don't know where to go from there. You know? How many characters can 6XL have Fireball? Block button can't protect us from mental mix-ups? I guess. I just folks to record their 6XL only matches and show us how it's done. I'm very confused. I'm very confused. I just don't. I feel like I'm getting gaslit. Like, it's just, that's just not how it works when you fight. I feel like even once you get it, like, even if you get into like 500 plus gem master, you gotta start struggling with that a little bit, right? Is Far Slash super good if you know how to use it? I believe that, but this is not the game we're talking about. I just don't. How is that relevant to saying that we can play good neutral with only 6XL? Well, you talk about like fucking Order Soul or some shit. I don't understand. I don't get it, man. I don't fucking understand. I need a blunt after this. I just don't know. At this point, it almost feels like I'm getting. Obviously, I'm getting one guide, but like I'm almost like, am I getting like tricked? Like, is this like a joke? Is like an elaborate? Is this all like a smear campaign to get me on fucking camera defending 6XL for an hour and a half? Even though literally I keep talking about how I want it nerfed. This tool is just too strong, like straight up, and I'm gonna call it here. Please do. I keep wanting to move on, and then you keep saying some shit, and I'm like, that's crazy. Like, what are we doing? Like, what do we say? And I feel compelled to say something about it. My God. Hey, listen. For what it's worth, we don't have to talk about we don't have to talk about 6XL until September 17th anyway. Right? 6XL talks banned till next calendar year. Not like it's fair. It's, you know, we can talk about it. I just wish we actually talked about it, I guess. Fire YouTube shorts farming? I don't fucking know, man. It's okay. It's fine. Let's actually move on for real. I was, you know, the reason I did indulge that is just because I was like, I am like short on like ideas for what to do today. I'm not gonna lie to you. My ass was dead ass about to like boot up fucking Digimon Rumble Arena 2 and pretend I was playing Granblue. Be like, the new Granblue update looks crazy, but it's funny how much more angry you'd be if you were in stand mode. I think it's a good thing we were sitting down for that one. I suppose dead weight comes to my birthday month. Oh, are you born in September? A few days before I turn another year older. It's a good, aging is a good thing. Don't worry about it. It's a good thing until you hit like 60, and then I think you start getting a little worried, you know? But even then, you're gaining wisdom, even if it's at the cost of some max HP. We got a long way to go before we have to worry about our aging. You start making max HP trade-offs at like 35 or something, but I think you're still gaining enough. What the fuck is that callback? Funny game, but WoW-E was Rumble Arena 2 busted. I feel like I haven't played that game in forever. I played when I was like a baby before I knew anything about platform fighters or fighting games or anything like that. So who knows, man? Maybe I could find some fuck ass exploit. I feel attacked by that statement. Why? What? I'm saying it's literally. Are you 60? If you're 60, I apologize. But from the way you type and the fact that you are clearly very Tumblr coded, I don't think you're 60. Or I mean, you could be the most based like fucking grandparent in existence. But I thought it was like, you know, it's fine. Like, it's actually chill. If you know, you're aging, you don't have to worry about it. Why do you feel attacked by that? Segue away from this shit. Apologize if I missed it. That's funny. What are your thoughts on Tokon after all the reveals? It looks, I mean, the game looks really cool. I am definitely we went away from all the tabs. That game looks cool. I am definitely playing that shit as soon as it comes out. I think there's a beta happening for it around when Avatar comes out as well, but I'm scared of turning 30. I don't want it to happen. It's fine. You'll be fine, man. I sent way later than I wanted. YouTube does have a weird delay, I will say. Sometimes I see messages, someone's like, I sent that 10 minutes ago. And I'm like, I promise I read it as soon as I saw it. I'm not ignoring YouTube chat. It's just, yeah, I have YouTube on like a really low latency setting, I think, but it just doesn't fucking listen to me. Listen to Magneto theme? Okay, let's see. Tokon Magneto theme. I'm gonna die? Bro, the crazy thing they don't tell you is that when you, like, 30 is still young. That's the fuck that people will be, fake? Fake? Where's the real one? Does it not exist? Official version. All my brethren. Is this real? It's that one? Why does it say fake? Start calling me Unc when I turn 19? Yeah, but they're babies, man. Deadpool doing an uppercut and going, Toasty! Yeah. Are you sure it's this one? It says fake on it. How's the Brixton music journey going? I've listened to 90% of Good Kid, Mad City, and then I fell asleep. Oh, it is fake? I mean, apparently, this is real, according to the same guy. Official version. Brick, you called me Unc at 19. Okay, but that's not because you're 19. It's because of how you were acting. That's different. That one? Okay. Deadpool goes Totsugeki, apparently. Well, that's kind of awesome. Is this real? It's the fucking... Yeah, mother. It's a fucking WWE entrance theme? What the fuck is going on? Hold on. Let me turn this up ever so slightly. What is going on with this? I mean, I like it. This guitar is... Speaking of BGMs, New World Order from Granblue is so cool. I think we have heard that one. I think I listened to that. We listened to a lot of the Granblue music like a few months ago now, and most of it's all really good. Some of it's a little boring, for sure. Sorry, Lance. I don't like your theme. Ooh. I was like, that's
Very good on.
an interesting thing to include a Magneto's theme, but that was just Machikane Fukikitaro, my bad. Avery, by the way, thank you for the 6 months, and Lost, thank you for the 12. I missed that earlier, Avery, my bad. A whole year? It's true. Hello. Very well to you as well. Uh-huh. Is it weird to say this feels like a Dokkan theme? Not necessarily in a disparaging way. I think the Dokkan music is good. Oh. Wait, there's a vocal part? Okay. The first minute I was thinking it was cornball butt rock, but I fuck with it now. They just introduce a little vocal part a little in there. Dab music? I mean, this is kind of like the old rock where it has like a 3-minute intro. Live Fuku reaction. Yeah. It's got like a 3-minute intro before you actually get into the music. Hi, Frick Christmas Ogre. How's your day? You better take that back right now. Even if she is broken, we're not allowed to say bad things about Ogre in this chat. Have they said anything about the new mechanic? We just have to sit in terror for like another month? I think you have to sit in terror for another month. I don't think it was actually show. I do? Okay. I don't think they showed anything off about it. Wait. Fuku ad-libbing on this shit kind of makes it better, no? I'll be honest here, the true crossover fighting game I'm looking forward to see in my lifetime is Marvel vs. DC. It does feel crazy that we've never gotten that yet, huh? Maybe too many licensing fees? It's an interesting theme. I think I like it, but it's... I feel like I am not fully understanding it flow-wise, you know? He keeps laughing at me. He does take a lot of detours. System mechanic gotta have a license by the time it comes out. Gotta be old enough to die in war, but not old enough to vote. This is the part that gives me, maybe it's just the drums. I think it's just the drums. But this is the part that gives me the, like, Dokkan villain theme, you know? I could see this on, like, AGL, Vegeta, and Nappa. I can see this shit on AGL, Vegeta, and Nappa, for sure. Alright, to be fair, they gave, they actually, like, I think... On them? Yeah. Is this... Nappa, doesn't Nappa have, like, Chop Suey or something? And Vegeta has, like, Knights of Sidonia or some shit? On them? I see this as Bojack? Nah, Bojack's is like... Isn't Bojack's more... Bojack's is, like, more Scottish, right? Nappa does? Yeah. Mambo. I gotta fuck with the Uma's ad-libbing on this. How's Dokkan been, anyways? It feels like I haven't had a way in a while. It's true. I didn't pause it or something, did I? It's over! It's been dead on Dokkan? That Beast Gohan they put out is not... He's not doing his best, huh? It's another counter character that they're just fucking... They're, like, terrified of them being good, so... Oh, there you go. Right there. There's Beast Gohan right there, man. Disappointing everyone. Counter character with no crit built in? Yep. Counter character with no crit built in who, like... His weakness is getting supered on the first attack in a meta where every boss has, like, a 60% super attack rate, so they always super first. Try Magic's theme. It feels like Percival's, but better. Okay. Magic, Dokkan, theme. I'm obsessed with her theme. The fact that it's like combo videoing at the same time is kind of cool. Ooh. I do fuck with a nice little string instrument in my shit. What is this? This has a vibe. This has the vibe of something, but I can't put my finger on it. Ooh, wow, I like that. Castlevania? Maybe. I was gonna say there's some like side view video game this is reminding me of, but I can't put my finger on it. You might be right. Everyone wants to use the Moonlight Greatsword? True. Another game where the Moonlight Greatsword shows up. Dude, Ugu's actually going crazy on the ad-libs, no? Okay. Is this a loop? Is it looping? Maybe not. Maybe it's just going into like a second verse type shit. What do you think of the new Tokon characters? Deadpool's funny. Nope, they're full compositions. Gotcha. This part feels like something, but maybe it is Castlevania. Maybe it's Castlevania. You know why I like this? Sorry to pause it, but like this again. I do not mean this as like an insult at all. This does have the vibe of Dokkan music and just Dragon Ball video game music in general, in that the idea that the base of all of these songs is like some kind of rock, but they'll like include some other, but there's like that, you know, that general just kind of like percussion pattern, you know? I think this is how people do music for Dragon Ball video games a lot of the time. I do like this a lot though. I do like this more than Magneto's so far. I can see the dab music idea with Magneto for sure. You hate to see him drop a combo. Ooh, hold. He's swinging. The game looks good, by the way. Obviously, it's not like the most high-quality footage, but the game does look really good. Lots of good options on the roster. Apparently, Magneto's a grappler. I'm down for that. I'm down for a zoner grappler hybrid. Oh? Suddenly must die? Yeah. Mambo! Mambo! Real. Ooh. Carlos open mouth clapping like the plane just landed in the background. He's so proud. I assume that death metal part is supposed to be her going fucking devil mode. It's kind of like Cagliostro themed build, you know? It's going between a couple of different, It does feel like this has like a more noble motif and a more like rocky / death metal-y motif, you know, in there. which I assume is supposed to be the two kind of forms of her. Yeah, it's like this shit when it goes into. What the fuck was why was Chun-Li's ass in that thumbnail straight up? Actually, like my entire fucking YouTube recommended is now just these fucking 1 hour of silence broken by that. I want to hear your opinion on Iron Man or Spider-Man's themes. I don't much care about Iron Man. Let's take a look at Spider-Man. It's 7 minutes long? Okay. 7 minutes long. Okay. I don't mind the start of it. It's got like a... There should be a better version. Wait, is this a bad version? Hold on. Let me look up Spider-Man Tokon theme. Mambo. Okay, sure. I mean, this is cool. It's definitely got like that sort of upbeat kind of heroic vibe to it. Fits Spider-Man so far. Look at most recent. It shouldn't be so long. Oh shit. Wait, really? Oh. 358. Fine. Wait, this starts different. Oh, no it doesn't. Okay, let's skip forward just a little bit. Real? This seems fine so far. What's... It's like a little playful, you know? Like it's definitely got like a more friendly vibe to it than the other two we've listened to so far, which I mean it's fucking Spider-Man. Of course it does. Right? What do you expect? Yo, what? The Fuku producer tag? People don't like this? I can see, like, it feels like it's very close to being a little bit dissonant, but I feel like it doesn't quite get there. I like this. It's unique. We were hitting on this in Iron Man? This part is dope, yeah. This like really progresses. Wait till listen to this. This is different than what it was before. I was kind of hating till this. Nah. Okay. It's building up to something. What's it building up to, though? You gotta show me something here. Okay. Okay, and fucking suddenly it's time to make the donuts? That was weird. That was a strange transition, but I like what's happening. That was a weird transition from the build-up, though, I will say. It does go a lot of different places, right? And I'm not so sure how much I like how it transitions between them, but I like all the individual bits. Real. There's a lot of build-up in it, I will say. Okay. I like this. This happened before, too, but I like this part. I think I like that. Like, I think I like this specifically as a Spider-Man theme, too, you know? It's friendly, it's a little jokey, it's, like, kind of chaotic, which I think makes sense. right? Like, Spider-Man should not have, like, a very muted, like, controlled theme, you know? The fact that it's... It's almost got, like, a Cartoon Network-y vibe to it, which I don't hate. You know what I mean? Is that weird to say? This almost has, like a Powerpuff Girls-y kind of thing going on. Is that crazy? I like that. Again, like, I think if my least... I feel like my least favorite part is... Where did it go? I think it's here. This is like a build-up. Yeah, this was weird. Yeah, like, this was very odd. Like, this build-up into, like, okay, like everything pulls back, but then into just we switch to a fucking, like, double bass or some shit. This was, I like this part, but how we got here was a little weird. But I think I don't mind this otherwise. SF6 is competently boring. This is bro's first Bandicamp mix. You think so? Or Bandcamp, rather? I don't think I dislike it. I don't think I dislike it. I think it is, again, it's... To me, it's on the verge of becoming dissonant, but I don't think it's there. You know what I mean? But it almost does feel like all these different sounds are, like, fighting each other instead of working with each other. What the fuck was that, Fuku? But I don't think it quite gets there. I think it doesn't really stay as one thing for long enough to have, like a structure that makes sense, maybe, but I don't know. To me, that doesn't feel like a negative necessarily. Like, it is like 10 different songs, and that has bugged me before. I don't like this about Faust's theme and Strive, right? Faust's theme and Strive is like 7 different songs that are all pretending to be one theme. It bugs me more there than it does here. I don't know why. Entering your what now in the title, we need a full circle and put Versuja and Reelink. Real, also hi, hello. How's it going, Kuroniko? This part is very, like, Powerpuff Girls episode ending type shit, I feel like.
Welcome.
Let's see, what's up with the Iron Man one? Sure. This sounds like a Strive theme so far. Okay. Sure. I think that's a good start. Let's see where we go from here, though. Daisuke makes 80s cartoon intro? Yeah. Okay, okay. This is the most recent version? This is straight, like, is this actually fucking... That's so real, Mafuku. That's so real. This is the same guy. This is 2 days ago, so I think so. But, like, this actually sounds like it's got some... This ain't like Naoki or something, is it? Okay, I actually have to, like... Does it say? Not Daisuke or Naoki. It's got that kind of feeling to it, right? Okay. I'm not, immediately, I'm not so sure how I feel about the lyrics themselves. It feels a little, on the nose. But let's see. And, like, melodically, I don't mind them, but, like, the actual words are a little funny. Very true, Mambo. Very true. Feels appropriate? Sure. I don't mind this though. I don't think I like. Again, it is really. It's almost a little jarring how much it feels like someone just tried to like make a Strive theme, but it's like a little different. Sounds like King Arthur and the Knights of Justice OP with less hair in the metal. Less hair in the metal is fun. Stark reality. Haha, ha 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 ha. Even. I like this though. Like, it's fun. This is another one that feels very WWE entrance. I don't know how to describe it, but not my thing, but it's sonically clean sounding. Yeah. Like, can you not imagine like someone is talking shit about Iron Man in the squared circle and then this hits? And it's got like it's got the shit on like the Titantron, you know? There's like a Iron Man like movie that's playing him like fucking RKOing a guy. Like, this is, of all of them, this one feels the most WWE entrance music to me. Especially because the start feels like the most it feels like the start feels like the most impactful part of it so far. We need Mick Gordon to come back for another FGC soundtrack, possible. Just Too Swift, by the way. Thank you for the follow. Hello to you as well. Are we going somewhere else now? Oh, we are. What is this? This is, again, another Tokon theme that has like a stark transition to a different thing in the middle. It's like electronic now? Is anyone who understands music, can you explain to me why this sounds so much like a Strive OST? At least in the parts where the guy's actually singing. So true, Fuku, so true. Can anyone explain it to me mechanically? What makes this sound like a Strive OST? Butt rock? What is butt rock? What does that mean? I assume it's not very flattering. The lyrics are correct in English, but they still sound like they could be more eloquent. Oh, like the singer might be ESL? Is that? Walter. That might be part of it. SK loves 90s and early 2000s rock. What does butt rock mean, by the way? I need an explanation. I assume it's a pejorative, right? Butt rock. I'll tell you, I do not like the second half of this. It feels like it does the same thing again, but in a way that I like less, if that makes sense. It's like changing it up in a way that I don't love. Butt rock is Sonic OST? Oh, this could be a Sonic OST, yeah. Sure. This could definitely be a Sonic song. Okay, but what is it? What does that, like, is it just bad rock? Like, is that what that is? Butt rock equals commercial hard rock glam metal type stuff. Gotcha. Butt rock is such a fucking... Every time I see it, it's such a funny word, man. I love butt rock. But this singer's vocals are mixed. They're very similar to Aoki. Fair. It's like when I say MVC2 is a Kusoge. I see. Butt rock is really fun. It's a really funny word. I love hearing butt rock. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will say, from around, where is it? From where it transitions to the, like this. From here, I feel like I actually don't like this that much. Like, this part is cool, but like it feels like weirdly out of place. And then it kind of just does the same thing again with like some slight twists that feel like I don't like them. You know? I think I actually liked, like, the first little bit of this is maybe like, that's so true. The first little bit of this is maybe like it's very tame, but like it was, you know, it's music. I didn't mind it, but the second half I actually don't really like very much. I think the Spidey one I actually don't. I think I like the Spidey one. This one I can actually see a little bit more where like I don't love this. You know what this is? This feels like it should be 3 minutes long and not 5 minutes and 30 seconds long. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's because it's butt rock, because I just got introduced to that term, but maybe the fact that this is like relatively simple, like it's like a very unchallenging piece of music, maybe it just feels like it just goes on for too long, you know? Like there's not enough here to justify this being 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Butt rock is the most accurate descriptor. I just love that word so much. I still don't think I fully get what it means, but I have the vibe of it, but like that, I just love that. Listen to Penny Theme, aka an actual anime opening, or you can listen to Latveria's national anthem. What the fuck is Latveria's national anthem? Is it literally Latveria's national anthem? I like this Spider-Man. I don't know. Maybe I just like fucking poop music. I think I could listen to this whole thing again, start to finish. Maybe I'm just a poop music enjoyer. It does have a little bit of a poop music vibe. I'm not talking butt rock, I'm talking poop music. But like, I feel like I like it. It would be called Web Step. It's a bop? I feel like I like this. I can see the vision on the Iron Man one.
Walto.
Whoa, wait, the Walto is actually perfectly timed. I like this as a Spidey theme too. I don't know. Let's see this Doctor Doom theme. This one. Yo, why is he mogging? Okay. Sample's a little too repetitive for me. I love the rhythm and electro parts, though. Sure. These are insulters in the MVC too, dude. This is menacing. Oh. Okay. Ooh. I like this. I think I like this. Another Dokkan track though, right? Like another song. This is I think this might be Beerus's, like this might be the Int Beerus theme. Like it literally might already be in the game. This is like a Beerus or like a Broly OST, but I do fuck with it. I'm not sure if these tracks that are ripped have the final round part. Oh, there's a final round part? To go from 100 to 97% crit rates to gain sub damage as Vayne. I mean, ideally you'd have both, but sub damage will be a bigger buff to your damage than 3% crit rate for sure. Yeah. I think so. But try to get both. Fix your fucking overmasteries or some shit. Oh, okay. Walter. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough, right? I fuck with this. Real. So I noticed when I played, the song kicks up its final round. That doesn't make sense. These might not have that part, but... Even, you know... My favorite bit to make about the Spider-Man theme is that it works really well because you feel like you have Spidey sense who successfully predicts the same chord for the 10th time. Damn. I liked it. Maybe it's because it's not 5 minutes long. It feels like it ends fast enough, you know? Sure, sure. It's not bad to feel like the rhythm has to carry a ton of weight. Fair. These are all from Evo's waiting bit. They played these songs on stream. Oh, that makes sense. I think this one's pretty fun, right? This one's pretty fun. My favorites are Penny, Wolverine, and Doom. I think it's good. Wolverines could be the actual Tokon theme. It's absurd. We'll look at that next, maybe. This ending, or is this building to something? It's ending. Okay. Fuku at the end. I like that. I like that. I like that. I think that was fun. Let's look at this Wolverine theme. I actually thought it was a Tokon theme. The sheer level of shred it has feels very Smell of the Game. I mean, this is the same guy we've been going to for everything else, so let's keep it up, I guess. Sorry, what? Alright. This town ain't big enough for the both of us. This town is big enough for the both of us. This is a weird freeze frame of Wolverine, I'm not gonna lie to you. But, you know. Sure, sure. I like this guy. Was the guy a guy whistling in the background or some shit? Ace combat as fuck? Ooh, yeah, sure. I can see that. I feel like most of the tracks are not tracks I listen to regularly, but probably are more effective in game. You guys are gonna fucking kill me for this, because it feels like the only one that I can go back and listen to for fun is the Spider-Man one. But, again, I don't know. Maybe I just have fucking shit taste. Ooh. I mean, self-admitted guy who doesn't listen to a lot of music, right? Now you're kind of right. The Star-Lord theme is that for me? I have not heard that yet. This one's cool. I do like this one. Even in-game, I don't know if some of these would be my first pick in a fighting game. I think a lot of these have a high tempo and a lot of shit going on, you know? And I feel like in general, like, yeah, like guitars, drums, shit like this is good stuff for fighting game backing tracks in general, right? Of the diversity in the themes, everyone has completely different favorites. Yeah, it's true. This is the BP's I could shake waste of this. BP? Who's BP? Am I stupid? Benny Parker? Arabic representation. Black Panther. That makes sense. Yeah. My bad. I don't think I've ever seen Black Panther's name abbreviated. Walter. Black Panther theme is so smooth. Maybe we'll look at that next, because I am curious. I like this. This one's good. I think this is... It's up there. I'm gonna say it's my favorite one we've heard. I'm not sure if that's true, but I do like it. Ooh, I like that little the drums kind of going off. The Fuku ad-lib going crazy as well. Granblue music clears. So far, I would tend to agree, I think. Oh, that's interesting. It's a vibe shift. Ooh. This little, like, galloping drum beat thing. What? Huh? There are a lot of stark transitions in this OST. That's like the one commonality between all of them. There are a lot of just like, okay, suddenly we're here now. Which is interesting, but it also is a little jarring sometimes. I do like this one because it has like, it's got like a heroic vibe to it, which makes sense, but it is also a lot gruffer, right? Like it feels like a good, like, one thing I will say is a lot of these feel like good character themes, for sure. The music's dynamic in some way in game. Someone did mention that when it hits final round, the music kicks up. So it might be that these like big hits are like the, like, you know, when we suddenly, where was it? It was like right here. Wait, no. Maybe not here. I don't think it's here, because that was... But yeah, maybe these, like, big shifts are final round music, where it, like, suddenly just hits, like, a different version. I think they're built that way. That makes sense. That makes sense. I like this one a lot, though. I think it's a good Wolverine theme, and I think it's also fun to listen to, right? Let's take a look. I suppose it's this. Oh, that's why I love the Magneto theme. It fits him perfectly. This is a different vibe, huh? This is not like the same rocky stuff that's... Ooh. It's like the first one that is not like a rock track, I feel like, in some way. But or otherwise. What is she doing to Magneto over there, by the way? There's wall slumps in this game? Okay. I'm so happy Arxis can make themes besides rock now. Maybe I'm misattributing this beat, but it has this like, it's this thing that I feel like I see in a lot of like Mediterranean music. You know what I mean? Like it's got like the, but I feel like it's also kind of like a universal, like that's in everything. I think I hear this in a lot of like Latin shit and stuff too. I guess maybe it's also a West African, maybe it's just a universal fucking music thing. But it's a very simple beat, but I feel like I hear it a lot in like, I don't know. Like Spanish, Italian, Arabic, shit like that, but maybe it's just a universal thing. Oh, no, wait, no, it's not quite the same thing, actually. No, it's not, yeah. I did mix it up with something else. Got into those Japanese folk, they really did their homework on the West African Afrobeat sound? Sure. Whatever this is, I like it. It is very unique compared to the rest of the OST so far, right? African music influenced a lot of American and Latino music. That would make sense. I mean, American, yeah, sure, but yeah, Latino also makes sense. What is he doing? Ooh. That's a cool looking super. Ooh. The transitions of this one are much less jarring, too, so far. This might be the final round part, maybe? Bro, she's talking. Yo! The Mambo producer tag. Holy shit. What's she doing on screen? I don't know, man. Whatever it is, he's doing a lot of it. I love these drums. One of my favorite parts, for sure. Star-Lord theme next, sure. Oh, I like how it's like building up. I like this. I assume this is going to the end, but... Okay, and then it fades out on that, presumably. That is really good. That is really good. You know what? This is... it's also cool that it's like, it's good, and it's like the first one... I think this is the first one that has like a definably, I mean, maybe besides the Spider-Man one being like vaguely maybe dubsteppy, I don't fucking know. This is the first one that has like a definably different genre than the rest of them, and I feel like it actually it still works, you know. Look, that's the Beerus I was talking about earlier. Star-Lord. I fuck with that. That sounds like they use traditional West African talking drums too, which is pretty neat. Always love when it's a little bit more authentic, I guess. I'm no expert, but it sounded nice. Should be the third resultant search. Oh, is it not this? This one? Mixtape Messiah. Okay. Why does he have the fuckboy cut? Oh, wow, Cynical. I know you sent that a while ago. Like, rock that'll come from a butt, Limp Bizkit Corn. I have to assume you sent that like fucking 30 minutes ago, but it just showed up for me. I don't know what to tell you. You're talking about you sent something way earlier? That shit literally just showed up. Oh, okay. Sure. Okay, actually, most likely to play in Tokon, the Hulk, probably. Hulk is definitely going to be a big one. Literally and figuratively. Looks like Magneto's part grappler too, which seems interesting. So I could be convinced for sure. Carnage seems cool. After that, it's kind of up in the air. Maybe Penny? I think I like this one, but it's a little... This one is maybe the first one that feels... Like, it's fun to listen to, but it feels a little generic, maybe? I don't know how to describe it fully. Maybe it's because I don't know enough about Star-Lord, so I'm not, like, catching any kind of connection, but... Something about this. I think it's the most standard, yeah. Oh, hold on. What is this? This part's fun. This part's more interesting. Of the final round versus in this? It might not be. You'll be able to let me know, though. Wait, what?
Welcome.
I have to 2x speed it to get like to the real time of the stream. Oh, maybe you're just behind, yeah. I mean, there's still a minute left, so I assume it doesn't just do the same thing again. I assume it goes into the final round stuff, but... Ooh. Okay, hold on. I like the guitar. What does this sound like? It's like a Dragon Force-y guitar, maybe? I like this guitar, though. Whatever he's doing, whoever he is, I do like him. Sword theme is all right. I think it's. I'm entertained enough, right? But it's just not particularly special. I think, you know. It's a good bass line. It's like a solid like Ryu theme. This is the Ryu of the OST. He's never gonna steer you. He's never gonna steer you wrong. You're never gonna like leave this upset. Well, I kind of like this sort of whammy barring it out at the end there. But yeah, like this is fine. I like this. I think it's a little safe, maybe. You know, a good bass line. Yeah, a good bass line. Well, you guys are gonna fucking kill me, man. You guys are gonna fucking kill my ass. Because, like, I think I still like the Spider-Man theme the best. So far, it's like maybe the three best are like Spider-Man, Wolverine, Black Panther, or something like that. I like the Spider-Man theme, man. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Did you listen to the Penny theme? No, we did not. I like the Spider-Man theme quite a lot. Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Black Panther, I think, are my 3 favorites right now. Okay, sure. It's an anime opening. Immediately. Like, it's got that kind of cadence to it. I do like anime openings. The Japanese version of Butt Rock, perhaps, but I do fuck with it. Supposedly Megumin's VA saying this? Ah. Also, she is big, huh? This is such an anime opening, but I bet you it'll be, if you stop this at a minute 30, it might work. It's got that vibe. That's cute. Excuse me, Fuku. I'm actually checking where this ends at. If this ends at like 1:30 and starts a second verse. No, it doesn't. Okay. It's not like straight up an anime opening. It starts its second verse too early. But it does have about a minute 30 long, like, first part, you know? First half. Let me see what she's actually doing on screen. Is she big bodying? Whatever she's saying, go off, real. Did she just put a little guy on the ground? Is she a little guy summoner? Does she summon little guys? That is a cool looking super. I do like the super. He's so cute. He's a trapper and wall hopper. Ah, okay, okay. Is this final round? Maybe not. Sugoi Spider-Verse. Excuse me? Sugoi Spider-Verse. So fucking real. I think this is makes random team names based on your characters. Oh, yeah. I think I heard about that. Yeah. I think this is doing the anime opening thing, where I kind of have very little interest in listening to it past a minute 30. But like the first minute 30 was kind of nice. Heard the Sparkle Riser in the background and got Fairy Tail flashbacks. Will be upon you, army of Blanca chants. Yeah. That was fun enough. And again, it's one of those ones where, like, I think if it was any longer, I would have started to get pretty bored. But 339 is not that bad. Are there any other, like, noteworthy ones? Real. Is Danger's theme any good? Ghost Rider? Listen to Ghost Rider before Danger. Danger's is doo-doo? Interesting. Ghosts Rider. Embrace the Flame. This has got to be some crazy shit, right? Why are you looking at me like that?
Welcome.
Okay, we're back to the domain of general rock, metal, maybe type stuff. This is certainly how you expect a Ghost Rider theme to start so far. Okay. What is this doing? So far, this is the one to me that feels like it's switching between a bunch of build-ups. But let's see. Oh! What? Okay. Hello. Hi. Hello, sir. Sir. Hello. Hi. Do I not know enough about Ghost Rider? Maybe maybe I don't know enough about Ghost Rider, but is this like, why is this so upbeat feeling? Or maybe not upbeat, but like, this again is like a Sonic theme so far. Like, this is, I could see Crush 40 singing this. Is it supposed to be this? Uh-huh. Oh, okay. This version of Ghost Rider is much more positive. I feel like I expected it to be more menacing. There's no penance stare in this. Bro belts then dips? Yeah, what? Hello? What is... I mean, the singing's cool. It's like the guy, this is fucking like Victor Borba or some shit. Is that like a Victor Borba vibe to it? Guy who's only listened to Bury the Light. This sounds like Bury the Light. But like, happier. I assume this is final round stuff? Nah? The vocals? You don't think the vocals sound a little bit Victor Borba-like? Maybe it's been too long since I've listened to Bury the Light. Dokkan generally has the coolest depiction of Penance Stare I've seen. Fair. And now this is happening. Like, what are we doing? I snuck a listen to Dangers and it's fucking creepy sounding? That's interesting. What? Me gargling into the mic? Is this the final verse? That's again, this is like the... It's like that choppy transitions. This... I mean, okay, he's going off, don't get me wrong. Hello. What I've seen to depict the car as having a demonic voice, or Robbie's mostly himself. Fair, fair. What? Deeper voice part of the song is the car? Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Cool. I think Volta. I think that was my least favorite one so far. It's just odd. Maybe I don't understand Ghost Rider, but it at least didn't match my preconceived notion of what I think a Ghost Rider theme should be. And then it was also just strange. Like it was like a bunch of build up into the vocal, and then it was like switching between like 4 different build-ups into the vocal, and it looped that 3 times. And the vocals were cool. I think they're good. I think they sound good. I think I didn't like that. I think I did not. Like, I guess the first one where I'm just like, yeah. Like, maybe as background music in a fight, like during a fight, it could be fun, but that I just did not like. Dangerous theme feels like the musical equivalent of someone trying to appear like a human. Well, you've primed me to be interested, I will say, based off of that. Okay. Okay. I did not expect to like Penny's more than most comparatively. I think Penny's probably on the lower end for me, but it's not bad. This is interesting so far. I do wonder where it's going. Oh, here. It's fucking offbeat? Why is it offbeat? What is happening? You know when I said Spider-Man's was almost dissonant? This one is straight up. This is a cacophony. But like, I mean, it seems intentional. It suits her? I don't know anything about her, but... He turns into you, Butterfly, get her away from me. I like this. I'm sorry. I know, listen, I know. Did they put jiggle physics on the robot? Capcom. They put jiggle physics, or Capcom Arxis. They put jiggle physics on the robot, man. I know. Oh, why'd you notice it? But like, listen, I'm just surprised. Because Danger is usually depicted in a very menacing light. He's the Danger Room turned into a person. I see. Okay. This is the Miss Marvel's theme? No, we have not. This is cool. I like this part a lot. Maybe I'm learning I like wubs. Okay. This is an odd interlude, but let's see. All right, we're back here. Yep. I don't think this is the worst one at all, no? This is like actually pretty interesting. I don't think it's like my favorite or anything, but I think this is actually kind of cool. Definitely judged it too harshly on first listen. I think it's not that bad. This is better than fucking Ghost Riders for by a lot. I'll tell you that. That's like, I like that. But on the scale of like, do I like it or do I not like it? I like that. Very Uncanny Valley? Yeah. What's up, Danger? So real, man. So fucking real. We haven't listened to Miss Marvel. Is that, who do we even have left? Besides Miss Marvel. I think we've listened to almost everyone, right? They got stuff to Storm. Oh yeah, Storm, right. Okay, let's finish it out then. Walter. I like it, but hell if I'm gonna fight with it more than a couple times. Okay, some like Indian influence possibly, some South Asian stuff at least, seems like. Maybe? Oh my god. You want to talk about a Sonic theme. Okay, hold up. Extremely poppy? Yeah. It's not, honestly, it's not even a Sonic theme. Yes, okay, I was gonna say Disney Channel coded, yeah. It's not even a Sonic theme, it's like the Hannah Montana fucking... Those are not quite the vocals I was expecting, though. Fuku, shut up, Fuku. Fuku, I need you to shut up. Sure. The vocals are kind of hard to hear. Am I crazy? I can make out what she's saying, but I kind of have to focus a little bit. It feels like they're very, a little faint. This definitely is like, it's like Disney XD. Got like summer break vibes. combo. I don't know if the lyrics being unintelligible is a blessing or a curse. Yeah, I can't tell what she's saying. But maybe that's fine. Maybe you just treat the voice like an instrument and move on. She's... Yeah, okay. I like this. This is definitely the Shoto of OSTs, right? The Ryu of OSTs. We jamming just a little bit. Let's do some Tokon theme. It's like cozy comfort food? Yeah. I think this is like... I don't even mean this as an insult necessarily. I think this is like the definition of like a 6 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like if I don't like you more than this, I don't think I like you. I think it's like the... This is like right on the line of like, I like this, but like... It does feel very, very empty calories, you know? But it's catchy. I'm going, oh. Right? They do got me hitting that shit. The sweet life of Zack and Cody is here. That's actually, this is very interesting perspective though. Because I can think of a couple songs that I like less than this, which is interesting. Okay, let's do Storms, and then... I want to say Token, by the way. Storm, Tokon theme. This is Billboard Pop Rock? Yeah. Presumably it's this? Thunder and Fury, huh? Okay. Sure. Interesting little, very kind of dirty guitar with the angelic choir over it. Interesting. It's giving Sonic and the Black Knight, for sure. Just like maybe the guitars are a little heavier. I don't mind that. I like Sonic and the Black Knight. It's giving Night of the Wind. Oh, okay. Sure. This is not where I thought this was going, but that's cool. I don't mind that. Okay. I had no idea what to expect with Storm, but they cooked. Hold on. I am not disliking it so far, but I'm still watching and waiting. Okay, we're here. I do like this choir. Well, it's not really a choir, it's just one person vocalizing. These sort of choir-like vocals. Kind of rocking with this? Let's see. I do like... I don't know what that is exactly, but I do like it. It's not like a violin, right? I don't think. Whatever he is, I do like him. Thank you, Fuku. Your input is highly appreciated. I like this too. Where are these Uma noises coming from? Hope that helps. I like this. Okay, I like this. I like this. I officially like this. I was being a little coy, but I think I like this. It's pretty interesting. Gotta be the last round part? Maybe. Well, I like them mixing it with the vocals now. Okay. No. That's fair. No, that's my bad. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I don't think I loved that, but I think I liked it. Well, they got a tier maker for this shit? Yeah. Surely, right? What's mid? That feels like someone conducted this shit live. Well, like fine, maybe like decent, like a bop. What's that like? Maybe like would. I want to like honestly, I almost want to keep this as S. Honestly, I feel like that with all the rest of them not being letters, I feel like it doesn't work. I'm gonna say like, because it really for me, this is like would listen to out of game. Like really, that's like the shit. That, like I will listen. I will just go out of my way, right? Would go out of my way to listen to. It's not really the most. It's not the most elegant of phrasing, but I think it works. I'll tell you. Oh, Loki. Okay, wait. Let's ignore these guys. I don't think we have the themes for those guys, right? I'll tell you. I think that Ghost Riders is my least favorite. Straight up, I did not like this. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just had wrong expectations going into it, and therefore I'm being like too mean to him or something like that. But I actively did not fuck with him very hard, right? I feel like that was just not a super good time for a guy like me. I did not like Ghost Rider's theme personally. I did not like Ghost Rider's theme. It's just like it was like this triple loop of like 5 different buildups. I feel like they didn't work that well together into the vocals, which sound pretty cool. But they're only there for like 10 seconds and they dip, and then it just does that twice more after that. Nah. I guess the only one that I like actively disliked though. I think the rest are like Skip was kind of boring. I don't want to listen to the whole thing. You know, like even the first time we were listening to it, I kind of didn't want to listen to the whole thing, right? And I think the only one that I think I actually didn't listen to the full thing on might have been Iron Man's. Or no, I think I did. But I will say, I don't think I love Iron Man's theme either. I feel like it should be 2.5 minutes long, and it's 5 minutes and 30 seconds long instead. And that is a little bit of an issue for me. Like it kind of does the same thing again in the second half with like this weird techno transition, but I feel like I didn't really. It just does it again in a way that is less pleasant, in my opinion. right? Was there another one that I like didn't like? I feel like a lot of these are at least decent, right? Actually, was Caps not there? Honestly, I don't think there's another one that I like didn't like straight up. I feel like because a lot of these are indecent, I think, or like they were fine. We forgot Cap theme. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Captain America Tokon. I assume it is this one. This one is 6 minutes long. Is it 6 minutes long? This one's 7 minutes long. 6, 7. Forgot he was in the game. Yeah, that's fair. Let's go with the 6 minute long one, I guess. And if it starts looping, we can just leave. Sure. This is... I don't think they showed his new version? Gotcha. This is like more, like techy than I'd expect, but... Is this Cap's theme? This is the old version? Okay. Well, the new version's not out. Yeah, this is Cap's theme? The New York stage theme. Okay, I don't know if that's actually Captain America's theme. I'm not sure if that it is. The only taking it from a game, people have to move the song manually. There are no stage themes. Okay, let's listen to it. At least listen to a little bit of it, get a feel. This theme is very MDC coded. Little surprised this is a Captain America theme, I'm not gonna lie to you. Though again, maybe I'm too like MCU Captain America. Like maybe the comic one is a lot more energetic or something. Sure, okay, yeah. Cap has like a dubstep theme? Less Cap and more protagonists? Sure. I believe this was a theme for a future Cap, like the one in Marvel Rivals. Okay, this is sort of what I expect. I mean... Walter. Okay, where are we going from here? Uh-huh. Mambo. Okay, we're back here. Okay. Second round type beat? The original probably fit more. They're actually full compositions. And before Evo, we never heard that last part of the Iron Man theme or the Doom theme. For what it's worth, that last part of the Iron Man theme was a step down, I think. So. Okay. If I'm gonna adjust for the fact that this is an incomplete version of the theme, I think I get the general gist. I think this is probably decent. Right? Like if it's going to have like a little bit more variety in it, when like with like the new version, I think it's probably because it's already close to is this a little, I'm not so sure that I think it's a Captain America theme, but like except for that part. This theme is so ready to destabilize the Middle East. It confuses me. This theme vexes me. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. This theme does vex me. Also, I do not hate Latino Ghost Rider. I hate Ghost Rider in general. It's different. Well, I don't hate Ghost Rider in general. I hate Ghost Rider's theme. Okay, I think we're looping. I think, anyway. Yeah, this is the same shit. Character select theme? I think that one's probably fine. Like, if it had a little bit more variety added to it, which assumedly it will, I think that's probably fine. Seems just for the trailer reveal, and that part was when Doom was revealed. Ah. Okay, this is like the definition of decent. I feel like actually I need to, like, if I, this is like high decent is Miss Marvel's theme. It's just like the most like sort of generic fun, like don't think about it too hard, like, you know, bubblegum type shit you could imagine. I do think I like Star-Lord's theme less than this. I think Star-Lord's theme is fine, but I don't think I loved it that. It's like the other sort of like baseline generic theme, right? But I think I like Miss Marvel's a little more, maybe. Storms was pretty good. Storms, I think, was pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna go back and like listen to it. But like I think it was pretty good. I think I liked it. Doom is a hard one because Doom was really cool. Let me. It's been a while. Let me go back and listen to a little bit of Doom's theme again. Doom's was pretty cool. I did like this. At various strands strong. This one is pretty cool. Yeah, no, I gotcha. Doom runs a country, bitch? He does. And my god, like, this image that was picked for it almost makes me want to bump it up a tier by itself, because my, like, holy shit, is this aura? Maximum aura? Yeah, this is a crazy image with his fucking laser eyes, too. It is good. It is, I think it's high bop. Okay, I think it's high bop. I think I do like it a lot, though. Ref, do something, he's spawning aura out of nothing. It is kind of like this. Just to look at this picture, I think I want to go. I almost want to put it. It would go out of my way to listen to, because I would go out of my way to find this thumbnail again, you know? This shit is awesome. Like, this image is better than, like, everything we've listened to today. All right, hold on. I gotta do this again. Before I stand on business, I gotta listen to it one more time. Look at Doom Super real quick. Could use that in a YouTube video. Okay, I like this, man. I don't know. Am I just ass? Am I just the fucking worst ever? It's fun, man. Okay, you know what? This is my favorite thing we've heard all day. I'm sorry. You can say whatever the fuck you want to me. This is my favorite thing we've heard all day. Okay? I like, genuinely, this is my favorite song from the OST. Right? I don't know. Like, I don't like the Iron Man one, but this shit is fun. Like, this is fun to listen to. Like, maybe it's repetitive. I kind of understand that. Right? But like, it's 4 minutes long. It's not that long. I don't know. It doesn't feel that repetitive to me. I don't know. I like it, man. I'm gonna listen to the whole thing again right now, and you can't stop me. Maybe it's also good Spider-Man. Like, obviously, I feel like it being Spider-Man gives it a little bit of a buff, right? Because he's just, you know, I can imagine the personality going with this, right? Like, it's such a good Spider-Man theme in particular, too. You know? Like, especially, like, the more modern... Like, this is the Spider-Man that was celebrating. He was burning down New York with the Knicks when they, when they won. It's for sure overhated. I do think it's more interesting than most of the OST. Yeah. I can see the criticisms of, like, maybe it's using the same sound a lot, but I think it's using it in slightly different ways. Like, this guy burnt down the city after the Knicks won, you know? Like, okay, here, this is the first time we've repeated something, right? And then right away, we don't. This transition is weird, right? This transition is weird. This is the one part I don't like, but I like this part a lot, even if I don't like how we transition into it. Go ahead and tell everybody else to hold your nuts. That's what I'm doing. I mean, it's my top one, right? I'm just trying to understand the criticism, you know? This shit is awesome. Not joking, by the way, Spider-Man had a live-action tokusatsu. What's a tokusatsu? Because it probably transitions with round change? Sure, that's fair. Maybe the first fighting game I play where I just have the in-game music turned off? Oh, Toku Sentai. Yeah, gotcha. Power Rangers, yes. Okay, like, yeah. It's like a little different. Sure. I actually forget what happens here. Uh-huh. Does this whole build-up? Okay. Yeah, and now we're back to baseline now, but like we went on a little trip, you know? So now that we're coming back to baseline, and they're playing around with it a little bit too, I don't know, man. Spaven holding the cheapest hot dog while swinging through New York. I think you can hold my nuts on this one. This shit is fun. Like, unironically, this is the only one. I've listened to this 3 times so far. Like, every other one I've listened to once and left. I went back to this one, and now I'm going back to this one again, and I'm listening to the whole thing. Even Fuku is fucking vibing with it, man. And she doesn't like any music at all. This is the part that feels like the Powerpuff Girls theme, which I also fuck with. Three times. One for the one. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can hold my nuts. That's the best. That's the best song in the OST, I think. This is mad fun. That's what I'm saying, man. Magix is good. I like Magix a lot. I don't know if I like Magix. Powerpuff Girls theme had more D&B jungle than this, but I hear you. Sure. I'm saying like, this that last part at the end it sounds like the end of like a Cartoon Network theme type shit, you know? Wolverines is really good. I think Wolverines is also one of my favorite. I actually did like that. Would I go out of my way to listen to it? Would I go out of my way to listen to Wolverine's theme? Or is it top of bop? It might be top of bop. I liked it a lot though. I did like it quite a lot when we listened to it. Let me just get a quick yeah. No, yeah. Doom's the gatekeeper of top tier? Yeah. This is good. Okay, I'll tell you right now. It's vibes, okay? You can tell. This is good, but yeah, it is not better than Doom's theme. Or maybe it is. No, it is. I think it is better than Doom's theme, but I think he's the gatekeeper of top tier, actually. I think actually he's the gatekeeper of top tier. Dangerous I thought was also really interesting. Maybe like lower bot, but actually I like this a lot. This was really fun to listen to. Penny's is decent. It's an anime opening. Again, it kind of did the anime opening thing where I was sort of done with it after the first, the first go around, but it was decent. I liked it. Does Hulk have a theme? The last part of Wolverine's theme makes it go to the top? Hulk wasn't playable? Gotcha. Don't get me wrong, this shit is good. Like, Bop is good, okay? Bop is good. But the thing is, can I see myself just being like, you know what I would like? I would like to listen to the Wolverine theme from Kokon and just watch it start to finish. I don't think I would. Are you talking about this? Are you talking about this? This right here? This fucking like galloping thing that it's doing? Yes? No, again, this shit's great. Don't get me wrong. But it's like, I don't know if I would, I don't know, like, am I gonna go back to this and listen to the whole thing? I don't think so. But I do like it a lot. I'm gonna be jamming every time there's a Wolverine in my game. Okay? Don't get it twisted, but I think it's top of bop. And honestly, I think the only other theme that is would go out of my way to listen to is probably Black Panthers. But I don't think I like it as much as Spidey. But this shit was kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's also just unique. It's like it was one like it has a completely different vibe to it than the rest of the OST, right? And that vibe is very fun. Incredibly smart and attractive. Goddamn, he's good at pivoting. Also, Captain Decent deserves violence, but okay, yeah. Sure, upscale, I'll take it. No, this shit is awesome. Again, this I could actually listen. Again, I could sit here. You know what? I'll listen to the whole thing right now. Don't think I fucking won't. This shit is awesome. I'll listen to all 4 minutes of this right now, and you can't fucking stop it. turns into a Guilty Gear song by the end. You're talking about Wolverines? Like, it's the uniqueness, and then it's, listen, man. There's a reason that the entire world's fucking learned how to make music from Africa, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. This shit's great. And it like stays dynamic too. These aren't stream commands, you just have random Uma noises. It's we're watching some watching like 4 different videos that are 1 hour of silence interrupted by random noises. Percussion is important, real. Wolverine, Doom, Shuri, Spidey, and Magic Took, they know what they want to be in Rocket. Yeah, they have very unique identities, right? I think that's a big thing for me. Because I'm also viewing these as character themes, not just as pieces of music, right? Like, if it's something that fits the character, it'll make me like the music more. Have you locked in your day 1 Tokon team? Oh, this shit's great. Yeah, I do love this part. Probably... It's looking like Hulk, Carnage, Magneto, and someone with a good assist, maybe?
Very good odds that this person is...
Yo, Ryder, by the way, thank you for the 10 months. Raita. Much appreciated. But yeah, it's looking like Hulk, Carnage, Magneto, and someone with a good assist. Ooh. I mean, honestly... Magneto probably has a good assist, right? It feels Magneto coded to have a good assist. But Doom on the team, he has a great assist, plus he has aura. I'd be down for that. Does he foot dive in this one or no? Ooh. What is this? This? Oh my god, I know why I like this so much. This sounds like... Hold on. Hold on. It's not the same thing because it's obviously much more like African, but this sounds like this shit. That's why I like this. This sounds like fucking Fury music. You know what I'm talking about? Like this right here. Fury rocks? Yeah. Shuri's theme gives me like Fury vibes a little bit, but obviously much more. Fury fan might go. Oh, dude, I love this guy. I beat this game twice, I think. Like 100%ed it twice in a row. Yeah, this shit is great. And like this part that started right around here. Right? Like right here. This. Like, it's not the same thing, obviously, but it's got that same kind of... It's got that same kind of vibe to it, to me, you know? I can hear it, honestly? Yeah, I'm not crazy. It's in there. Like, at least it's got the vibe of it, and I really, really fucking like a lot of the Fury music. Holy Fury mentioned you're always the GOAT? Yeah, man. I have what we call impeccable taste. Fury fans, there are dozens of us. That game is so good. Gameplay, music, visuals, everything. Story. Fucking love that game. For a game that I didn't spend that much time playing, that game is like secretly in like my fucking top like 40 or something. And that's not, I know it sounds like low, but I played a lot of games, okay? That game is like secretly just like one of my favorite games I ever played, I think. This shit is awesome. Yeah, this shit is great. This is the only other theme to me that I think where I can just listen to this whole thing start to finish. Also, the Fuku ad-libs work on like every part of this song. I don't know what it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I can't believe it's over. Like, I actually want more. I went to full screen it and I saw it was over and I got a little sad. Fuku just has it like that? Oh yeah. Ricky should play Cairn, also from the Fury devs. I'm unfamiliar. I don't know what that is. But I might be a wellness player now. Holy based. Walter. Yeah, no, that's definitely really good for sure. That's definitely really good. On power level, Magneto seems really strong. Doom is quite weak. Best part about Tokon is you can just main one character, use the rest for assists. That character is probably gonna be Hulk for me, but we'll see. And honestly, can I be real with you? Magneto's team was fine. It was kind of weird, but it was fine. It's a game about climb big rock. Okay, I can climb big rock. I think the rest of these we haven't seen themes for, right?
Well done.
I mean, it's a pretty on the whole. I think that's you would main Hulk. I mean, you know me. Come on, I'm nothing if not consistent. I'm nothing if not predictable. I think it's pretty solid. I think that is a pretty good like. How does the whole OST rank? Fuku, please. I think the OST is pretty solid. Like I think some like the best, like the two best songs in my opinion, right? Spidey and Shuri. These are like, I like you know I'll take these over a lot of themes, even in games that might have better OSTs overall. You know, like the Shuri and the Spidey theme. Like I'll listen to these. Like these are toe to toe with like some of the better Grand Blue music, some of the better Strive music type shit. You know. The OST on a whole is probably a little bit lower though, right? Thank God you're not a Danger hater. No, that song is interesting as hell. And from what little I know of her character, it's also a very good character theme, right? Like I think this is on the whole a decent OST so far though, right? Like it's like it's better than Street Fighter. But that is, at least between the 4 OSTs that I'm like kind of familiar with are, well, I guess including this, right? Like if we're talking like Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, Street Fighter, right? I think this is above Street Fighter and below Grand Blue and Guilty Gear for me. Is how I would think about it. But the two best, like honestly, like it is a little bit like this for me. You know? It is a little bit like I like these two themes significantly more than anything else in the OST. Like it is not super close. That's all the fighting game OSTs you've heard? Like I haven't that's all the fighting game OSTs where I have listened to every single song individually by itself. You know what I mean? Like I've heard, like you hear a lot of the like Uni OST just by virtue of like existing in the space, right? But I've never like sat down and listened to like every single Uni OST individually like this outside of the game, one after the other. You know? I should be doing my job, but hi. I have to do my job after this. I actually have to, okay, again, I've listened to the BlazBlue OST, but not every single character back to back. From what I've heard of the BlazBlue OST, it definitely mogs this one, right? After, I didn't do any work today. I kind of napped all day today, and I have something to get done by Thursday. So I might make a burger and do some shit. I'm mid commentating to yelling my bracket. What are you doing over here, man? They need you. But yeah, from what I've heard of the BlazBlue OST and the Uni OST, like they definitely mog this one, but I don't have like a holistic view of them, right? BlazBlue I've heard more of, and it is definitely better than this one. But again, I have not listened to every fucking song in that shit, you know, the way that I have for Grand Blue and Strive and Street Fighter and this now. BlazBlue OST is incredibly peak, yeah. I think. I actually don't know. I was actually about to say a sentence so that I immediately got stopped in my tracks. I do think my favorite fighting game OST is still Grand Blue, actually. But it is a little, like, the average song in Grand Blue, I feel like, is weaker than the average BlazBlue or Guilty Gear song. But there are, like, 11 songs in Grand Blue that I really, really, really like, you know? So, it's hard to say. But it's a solid OST. These two go crazy, though. This shit is like, you know, not to be derogatory to the rest of the OST. Think of base Grand Blue versus not Rising, bro. Sorry. Too bad. The game exists, right? Like, yeah, you're like, it could be like, oh, it's an unfair comparison because this game just came out and Rising is like on their fucking 60th song. That doesn't really matter. Like, yeah, you can say that, but like the Rising OST exists. Like, it's not, you know, you're right. A lot of the Versus songs, not really my favorite, right? Like if you're talking just like straight up, you know, like Lohengrin or fucking Lance's theme or like Grand's theme or Jita's theme or something. Sure, right? Like they're not the most interesting things ever, but like the more modern ones, that shit goes crazy, right? Like fucking, I don't know. On the vocal version of Macho Ultimatum, real. Walter to Bombo Communication. Uni OST goes crazy? Sure. From what I've heard of it, I definitely like it. Street Fighter EX3 has a goated OST? Sure. I'm unfamiliar, though. Speaking of, have you done CM Finals? Yeah, I got second because my Krogri got not a great ult proc, but then most importantly missed Nimble Nav, and I kind of got run down by a Sweep Tosho, believe it or not. But we'll take second. Reused my Taurus team anyway, so. But yeah, man. Excited for Tokon. I don't know what the fuck we're going to do tomorrow, because Wednesday is Canada Day, if you don't know. Wednesday is Canada Day, so I'm going to take that. I'm probably going to have some family plans or some shit. Or if not... What is she doing, bro? Who? What is she... But what is she saying? Okay. So I'm probably going to take... I'm going to have some like, either family or friend plans, most likely. So probably not going to be streaming on Wednesday. But... Thursday is when the Avatar beta starts. Tomorrow? I don't fucking know, man. You guys want to like build a Pathfinder monk or some shit? Honestly, that shit might. I don't know. It's tomorrow's like the one weird sort of. Well, today also was too, but we ended up finding something to do with it. We'll have to figure it out. It'll be a play it by ear situation tomorrow. Fuck yeah, Pathfinder content. I have been wanting to. I feel like I've learned a lot more about the game. I'm wanting to remake a lot of the builds that I'll never ever get to play because I'm a forever DM. But you know. Didn't Canada lose in the World Series or something? The World Series. Talking about the World Cup? Or are you talking about baseball? I don't know anything about baseball. I don't know if Canada... I know Canada made it to the knockout stage in the World Cup. I assume they will die soon thereafter, but I'm not sure if they've done that yet. Oh, baseball? I got nothing on baseball. I don't know anything at all. Baseball is probably the like mainstream sport that I know the least about. If you're counting like mainstream sports being like basketball, football, American football, and like hockey or something. Maybe hockey is just because I'm Canadian, but I feel like I know nothing at all about baseball and baseball. Obviously, like, you know, like cricket is a mainstream sport, but it's not quite my geographical region. Canada getting anywhere when our country's in perpetual winter 6 to 8 months of the year is great. That's not how it is anymore, man. Okay, nowadays we have like 5 months of like Sahara summer, 5 months of fucking winter, and like 2 months of rainy season. Last winter was long. That's fair. That's fair. I feel like Canada does get like disturbingly hot, or at least Toronto. I'm thinking. Maybe I'm thinking of Toronto. Different parts of Canada probably have longer winters. Toronto is like really weird. Like it'll be like randomly 40 degrees Celsius. Honestly, it can happen anytime from like April to August. And then the rest of the year, it's either like, and in the midst of that too, like it'll just randomly rain and be like -16, right? And then the rest of the year, it's usually winter. There's very little spring and fall in Canada, or at least in Toronto. It's sweltering here too, yeah. Maybe vibe and watch Tokon Avatar matches from Evo. Maybe go watch the absolutely insane Blaze Blue top 8. The thing was fucking insane. I'll say equivalent of a man catching a bullet in real life via fighting game reactions. Kenko's Fall is my favorite season. The spring is probably mine, but he doesn't exist anymore. Everyone must pray they don't fight a middle-aged Argentinian man in the World Cup. But he's so nice, though. He's my autistic king, or I thought, maybe. I heard the Vancouver air doesn't get that cold. Yeah, that's the Pacific Northwest stuff, right? Always. Like, same way that, like, California has, like, some of the more temperate weather in the States, too, right? Like, it'll get hot sometimes, but even then, you're by the water, so that tends to be water is a big moderating factor for temperature. And the ocean will definitely do that more than like a lake too or something, right? But yeah. Anyway, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we're doing tomorrow. We'll play that shit by ear. And then Wednesday I'll probably take off, and then Thursday will be Avatar Beta Day. Hopefully, I gotta make sure to pre-order that shit, even though it kind of hurts my soul to do so. For now. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I gotta go fucking do my job. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace. That Spidey theme is still in my head, man. That shit is crazy. What the fuck do you mean it's not good? It's literally, it's stuck in my head right now.